Hello and welcome back to Arbitrary 20 and our 21st episode of Call of Netherdeep.
Yeah, our campaign can drink now.
Yes, it's also 9 plus 10. We'll do a quick recap and get right back into it. Not a crazy amount happened last time.
After a squid.
Yeah, after strategizing, you guys fought
Sorry, jellyfish.
Squid-like creature called
and a much
Death
worse pack of fish than anything
else.
Awful. I don't know. I took the most damage from our party, so.
Pack of fish that has way more resistances than the larger creature for some reason. Yeah, they were immune to psychic damage.
Good time.
But
A couple.
during said fight, the important thing probably is that yes, you have the axe. Yes, I believe you ended about 10 to 15 feet from the squid's body, which most people were surrounding.
Yes.
So, as you guys are in sort of like a circular formation with the ranged characters further back, do any of you do anything immediately after?
I would like to take a nap.
Yeah. Can I make an insight check on the other group?
Yes.
I remember. Dermot? Did he give me a weird look last time? I can't remember who gave me a weird look. Irvin.
When you grabbed the axe.
Yes.
But you rolled a 3 on that insight check.
Oh yeah, I didn't get a vibe. I got he looked at me.
Yeah, he looked at you.
That's it. Yeah.
Man, can I also roll for insight?
Yes. Anybody can.
+2. I'm not gonna
my
cast
tablet
magic right now.
is very, very close to dead. I'm charging it right now,
Yep.
but I might need
That's
it.
a strong start.
6.
Okay. There's no need to fear. Theron Cael is here with a 4.
Dude, I rolled a 4 too.
He has a decent insight then. That's without bonuses. That's without bonuses. At least let me look.
Never, ever build
Would
up your
anyone
dice
else
roll.
like it?
I also
Never hype it up.
Okay.
This is gonna be a natural.
Also
20.
bad.
It's very interesting, that's for sure.
It's the 1.
Yeah.
8.
Well,
I get a card.
that's for...
I couldn't find mine.
Hey, can I use one of these cards?
That's mine. From the other campaign.
That's mine. We're already.
So I have a,
Wow, a paper character sheet.
I have a question about the Shield Guardian. So, it regenerates hit points over the rounds, so there's no need to repair, right? Like, it just constantly is regenerating.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just put it back to full hit points
Well, how much
in like 10
damage?
minutes.
How much damage did it take?
We're about 40 down.
So over the next 30 seconds, if that, yeah. Which I'll tell you if it, yeah. Because we're like in the moments immediately after. So it was a 1, a what total?
8.
And a
6.
6. And you're not
I'm
going
gonna
to
pull
roll
up the
inside?
PDF.
Roll insight, buddy.
I'll roll insight, sure.
Help us out, dude.
Krip can also roll insight because he's included in the psychic link now.
Oh,
Curtains.
Hey,
I'll
Michael,
cast magic.
I'm gonna
Guys.
send you my character sheets that I have it on my phone.
They'll
Okay.
notice if you...
Oh, then never mind. No guidance.
Crib actually did really good. You
Do I need
21.
guidance? Can't
Well, they will know if you
I-
cast
they'll
That's
it.
what I
know
was,
if I
that's what I
cast
was
a spell.
assuming. 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, they want that axe.
He says in our heads.
Crib says that. Yeah.
In our heads.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we're gonna take a nap and then go deeper. We gotta check out that rift. I think. I'm fucking pretty hurt, so I'm not doing too good.
Yeah. Check one thing as they.
How about let's
as
talk
they
about this on the
respond.
surface? Or, we can talk about it there
Seems like
over a drink.
Seems like a lot of work.
It's fair.
Above table, I'm like 90%. This is underwater, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We've been down here like not even a minute, but I mean, 1 minute plus con. So is how
Oh,
long
you
this
casted
is.
You casted water breathing on us,
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes, we have an hour.
There you know
I also
I
have a
did.
potion of water breathing if we need to use it. Or if I need to use it, I should say. And you can breathe underwater, so it doesn't even matter for you.
I'm good. Yeah. I will cast
Well,
Cure Wounds on myself.
when you say that, before you do that,
Oh, yeah.
when you say that you want to, well, we're supposed to bring that back within the next few days.
But it's in my hands, so no.
hang on. We have a few days. You did say this was a key, so
What's it a key to?
you want to open the door real quick at some point?
Supposedly the key to that, and she gestures over towards the rift.
Yeah, I mean,
We were
Yeah.
planning on looking through the rift here pretty soon anyway. Maybe here in the next few days. How about this? We use the rift. We use the key to open the rift. We see what's inside. You're free to come with us. And then we go from there. And once we've investigated it, and again, you are free to come with us and report to your superiors. And then we give you the axe and we go go from there.
Make a persuasion check.
You should have disadvantage from my comment, but I don't know.
Just a persuasion.
Yeah.
We need the axe. No.
Dirty
See,
20.
the problem is in my hands.
See, the problem is, I'm not dead, so you can't have it. Sorry. I didn't say that.
Yeah,
That feels like a Carver quote.
that's how we
You just need
immediately
one
go
more
into
swarm of fish.
Yeah, that's
Wait. I'm not high enough level for that. But okay. What CR rating is the fish?
the fish.
A single
Does
one
that-
of them.
One.
Does a single one of them?
you're not the high.
A single fish or a single swarm?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Just
that
a
was
single
swarm.
fish. They did a lot of fucking damage. I have a lot of resistances.
Do you have?
Well, the swarm attacks
Do
is
you
one.
have something against challenge rating?
Wild shape.
Can't turn into.
Oh yeah, you can't turn into swarms. But I mean, you can look up if there's a sorrowfish stat block. I don't know if there is. Anyway, where were we?
Persuasion check. For that 20.
I guess she wouldn't mind us getting a bit ahead of schedule. Sure, we can take a bit of a rest and then maybe check a few other places out and then head down there.
That works for us.
I mean, aren't you just curious yourself to look inside?
What's exactly it? They'll come with us.
Oh,
A little bit.
it seems like it's just a job to them.
I walk over
There's some
to
of us more than others.
I walk over to Theron, and I will palm him the ring that I have on me.
So we're gonna sleight of hand this?
I mean, yeah, you know what? Will it be suspicious if I slide a hand?
I
I
know
ask-
this likely, yeah.
I ask in my head, do you want the ring?
Yeah.
Do you think if I give it to you, they'll be upset?
No.
Okay, I walk over and I just give it to him. I just give him the ring.
I'll just take it.
Okay.
Done
Yeah,
deal.
I don't think they'll be upset.
I have
I will
no-
spend the short rest that we take attuning to it. Or do we need to go into the air to do a short rest?
If
Water
you guys
breathing
say I
lasts
did
for
water
24
breathing,
hours, I think, yeah. So you
Oh.
guys are good.
Well, you did it
Cool.
while we were running, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called
So-
Ring
Yeah,
of Red
I remember
Fury.
now.
The Ring of Red Fury.
Yes.
So which one of you are more curious than others?
I mean, I don't know. I'm somewhat curious, but I don't really know exactly what I'm in it for.
Inside check.
Go for it.
Is that I?
Yeah, who
Yeah,
was
that was I.
That
yeah.
was I. Inside check. 12.
12.
Yes,
Yeah,
John.
that's close enough. Oh,
The thing that I was inside checking was I don't know what we're in it for.
yeah, I know. Well, what she's in it for. She knows, but is choosing not to say. That's what we'll give you.
In,
She knows
but,
what?
in everybody's head, I go, she's lying. She knows exactly what she's in it for.
So, and then the vibes you get are that Urban and Maggie are more like there for the group, but they're not really feeling it. And then Dermot is also more there for the group, but he's happy about it. He's good. they all, the overall vibe you get through their responses and through your check, they seem very like drained and haunted by a lot of the things that have happened still. Yeah.
Okay.
But some of them are still wanting to be there. So yeah.
All right.
Just, I just think it's weird.
Stop, Mom.
I think it's cool.
You too.
It's cool that you guys have stuck around with us. It was just, you guys have come a long distance and just trying to make sure. Just curious what would compel you to go that far,
Just seeing where the road could take us.
That's a good way to live life.
I can't really blame them. That's kind of why I'm here. So I took a left turn instead of a right turn off of Theron's suggestion.
That's right. You guys did
And
say
look
you
where it brought us.
You said you guys were lost when you met me.
We
so-
weren't lost. He was lost. I knew exactly where we were going.
See, he was following me, but I was following him.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's double fault. It's both of your faults.
Well, I forgot that he
You
isn't
didn't-
very good at
You didn't check each other.
Well, we did, but when I don't necessarily know where to go, and I check him, and he doesn't know where to go, but he checks me. It's not like we're actually really checking anything at that point.
Except for each other.
If both of us think 2 + 2 = 5, we still both are wrong, even though we've checked each other's work.
Quickly, do we want to go to
It's
one of
not.
those dry places
It's fish.
underneath to take a nap since we have some people here that can't breathe underwater? You guys are fine.
Who can't breathe?
1, 2, 3.
We have 24 hours.
Apparently,
Sorry, I can't breathe underwater either right now because
Yeah.
I'm unattuned to the ring. So I'm no longer talking.
Because you have that spell.
Nope, I didn't take it. I did not take the water breathing potion.
It's
So I'm
not a potion.
I'm
was a spell.
flavoring
He
it
cast
as
the spell
potion.
on you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm flavoring it as like a drink because that's
That's
how it is. But it is range of 30 feet.
Okay.
So I look at you and then suddenly you can breathe underwater.
Okay.
Magic.
I will take the ring and I will put it on, and I will begin the attunement process once we decide to take a short rest.
So do we want to go to the dry place? One of the dry places here?
I don't really think we need to. We can breathe.
I think it's a little
Besides,
sad.
I think that it's like a waterbed,
I think-
and I'll just float up so that I'm
Right here is
belly up.
okay. And let's set that axe on the ground.
No. I'm going to attune to this thing.
I suggest you don't.
Oh, you're trying to... I know what they're doing. They're trying to protect me from whatever the fuck is eating at you, and I point to all the fucking ruidium shit that's coming out.
Oh no, I just want to be sure it works as a key.
Oh. Well, how would me attuning to it affect its keenness?
Who knows?
They have a point.
Well,
We could identify it really quick, too.
Yeah, you want to...
Couldn't he just unattune to
Is there
it,
a
even if
fair
that was the
point?
case?
Maybe not. It could be.
I don't
I-
need spell
That's
slots.
fair. I
I
have been
say-
cursed one too many times.
You may indeed identify it.
I
Try identifying.
say in Otis's head, do not tell them what it really does. If it says anything of, like, if you glean anything about it being a key, don't tell them.
Gotcha. What-
So
yeah.
you place it on the ground in front of Otis, and he identifies it.
Takes me 10 minutes.
Yes, and it is.
Can we be taking a short rest while this is happening, or does it matter? Starting to take a short rest.
Yeah, you can. If it comes up, you guys will finish first, but I'll assume that you want a short rest as well.
I would
right?
like arcane recovery.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it'll end up probably taking a little over an hour, but
It's fine.
Very good nap.
It is, to your surprise, a regular ruidium great axe. There is nothing in the item about a key.
Oh, cool.
You want to tell them about it not being a key? In telepathic, yeah.
I think... I don't know. I think if I... This is all telepathic. If I don't put the great axe down, I think Io might kill me.
I'm not saying you shouldn't put the great axe down, because you
that
definitely
was
should.
Irvin saying that also, but yeah.
Either way, you should definitely put it down. I'm just saying that if it's not a key, I don't want to go chasing false leads.
Yeah, but this thing does a tremendous amount of things for me.
Or we could
I'm not saying that you shouldn't take it. They won't want it if it's not a key.
That's true.
We could just have our friend. Is it Bob we decided on, or what's his name? Our guardian.
I think it was, wasn't it Goblin?
I think it was Dragon.
No, sir.
I don't remember what we
It's
actually
just all the
said.
Spider-Man.
It was.
It was Crib spelled backwards.
Oh, it was Burke.
Burke.
Burke was one of the options.
Burke was one of the options. Bob was in the options. Acronym for
It could
bucket
just-
of bolts.
Oh,
could
I
just
think
be-
it was Garglehorn.
We can add those two together. We can add Burke and Bob. We just call him Bob, but it stands for Burketables instead of Bucketables.
Burketable.
It would just stand for Bob of Burke.
Bob of Burke.
Bob of-
Burketables.
We called him Whiskey, I think.
Oh yeah, there was also that one.
Yeah, whiskey something.
Whiskey business.
Whiskey
Yeah.
business. Yeah.
Whiskey business, yes.
I'm sorry, audience. Caitlin is sitting in the corner giving us weird ass looks. I looked over at her and she's like, "What is happening?"
Great things. Only great things.
Did we name it Kansas?
It's like when you fast forward too much on one of your favorite shows and you're like, wait, I missed something.
Anyway,
I think legitimately we were calling it Whiskey Business.
that was one of the options, yeah.
Either way, we should come up with a name because he can't be nameless forever. We could give it to him.
I'm not sure that the other party would be okay with that.
Or they probably can't trust me
They want
because I'm with you
cats.
guys. But
The
I haven't done
Guardian
it.
is inherently tied to you, though.
and what am I gonna do with it? I'm a wizard.
And if they think it's a key.
They think it's a key. They think
And
we
let
can
them
steal
think
it.
it's a key.
Yeah, so let's just...
If we don't
Don't
put it on the
attune to
ground,
it.
they think that we will be trying to steal it. Let's not attune to it. Let's let them.
I'm protecting it. There
I
could be
think we
someone
should
else
tell
that
them
come
that
along.
it-
Does do they have a wizard in their party?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Kelso,
Galceria.
yeah.
Let's have Galceria to identify it. Show them it's not a key. They don't have to touch it to identify it.
Is that consensus?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to go
They
with
So-
do have to touch it.
Our
Yeah,
wizard has
Yeah,
identified it.
He does not have to. He doesn't have the spell, but anyone can spend a short rest with it. So he would just have to spend the short rest next to it.
Touching it.
I don't like
To
that.
attune to
It wouldn't be a tuning. It would just be to find out what it is.
See, no.
I think it's fine.
We could just put it under the
It
neutral
wouldn't be
party
tuning.
of the Shield Guardian. I know
I don't
it's
think that
underneath
the
me.
Shield Guardian is a neutral party.
Yeah. That's,
All right.
Why don't you just put it on the
Here's-
ground and we're just going to take a short rest, and then once it's not the key.
I want to attune.
Well,
Over the short rest.
I don't think that there.
Unfortunately,
I don't
you might
think that
not be
that's an
able to.
option.
We can make a deal. How about this?
We can just tell them it's not a key.
We tell them it's not a key, right? We let Galceria do the thing. While he's doing the thing, and I take my short rest, I attune to it. While he's doing his thing.
You have to be holding it to attune to it.
Yeah, I'll just hold the
Yeah.
handle while he holds the other part.
I don't think they'll let you, but we can ask.
That's our deal.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
ask.
That's how we want to do it.
I
Consensus?
well, they don't want you to attune to it, and you want to attune.
I
There's
don't
no
think
real
that
deal
there's
here.
Yeah, you're right.
So you
I
can
think we
attune
should
to
just
it
tell
later.
them.
Yeah.
I think the only way that you might be able to attune to it is if we can convince them the truth that it's not a key.
Well,
That's
we
true.
don't know
Can
if
you
it's
cast?
actually not a key.
Can you cast Zone of Truth?
On us,
On everybody.
there's no way for them to know that we submitted to the spell.
Only you would know.
Only I would know. And I don't think they trust me as much as they should.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what is our consensus? Let them have it?
No, just put it on the
No.
ground.
Put it on the ground.
Don't let them touch it, and then we just...
Does he have to touch it to identify it?
No.
Yeah.
No, it would just be like what?
He just
Well,
did.
for the spell, it's like identify his touch, but
But you just have to
but
touch
for,
it. You don't
but
have
for doing
Well, I mean,
So-
he would touch it to like flip it over and continue examining it, but he wouldn't.
with my identify that I spent casting, I can like 110% know that there is no key, no nothing. It is
Nothing,
just a basic.
nothing within the item
Great.
itself about a key. Yeah.
What if there's
Can I
a
do an Arcana
massive
check on it? Sorry.
lock
Yeah.
in the shape of a great axe, and you stick it in there?
Oh, that could totally be a thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or maybe it's just like a hole, and you have to have something
Make an
that's
Arcana check to see
like-
if you missed anything.
the
Oh,
exact
like a
shape of a
iridium.
great
Can I
axe.
guidance as well?
Yeah.
And then you can turn it,
Yeah.
and it
can
will
I
click
help?
into place. Oh wait, it would be
Yeah.
a key.
That's good. Get that roll out of there.
A physical key.
17
Okay.
True, we assumed that it
21
could be a
with
magic.
Take another-
Yeah.
with advantage.
Yeah,
Still
17.
17 plus 4, 21 plus 9, 30. Let's go.
You know for certain there is nothing but a key.
It could just be a physical key.
Could be a physical key.
Yeah, you know that it's not like within the weapon. Yeah, it could be
Any great axe.
axe-sized keyhole. It could it could be.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is
whatever.
old-timey
Great
keys
axe?
kind of look like axes.
Where she belongs. Or great sword.
Maggie has.
Looks like a skeleton
Is
key.
she the only one that has
She does have a great axe, and she also has some throwing hammers.
Is she the only one
The-
that has a great axe?
Yes, but her ruidium item right now is the ruidium armor. She's wearing a ruidium
Yeah.
plate. Yeah.
So, I mean, I looked it over again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But it's definitely not a key. And if we're going off the basis that it's physically could be a key somewhere, Maggie also has a great axe.
Well,
So,
but it
like,
might need
what's-
to be a
But that's not a
ruidium.
ruidium great axe.
Why don't we just put it down?
I
Don't
have no
do it
issue.
to
That's
it
what
for now?
that's my point I'm getting to it, is it just put it on the ground.
All right.
I know you want it, but
Put
we
it on
can
the
buy you
ground,
one
we'll
nice later.
rest. You can carry it when we get there.
We can just walk really slow there, and you can tune it on the way.
True, if you trip every 5 minutes, and then take another 5 minutes to get up.
Okay.
In water.
Galceriad, if you don't, our wizard has informed us that it's not a key, but if you'd like to look it over, and I set it on the ground,
I would like to take a look myself. Yes.
go ahead.
He sits in front of it, and then I assume you all
I
sit
chop. No, I'm just kidding.
in a circle around and begin resting.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I keep one eye open?
Yeah. Make
Okay.
a perception check for keeping an eye out.
I'm gonna sit right across from Galceriad
That's a natural one.
and study my spellbook. Study my arcane god.
Okay.
It's a 9.
I will attune to the ring so that I gain a swimming speed and cannot attack with disadvantage.
Yes. You can do that.
I'm going to.
I will also
Use my
spend some
channel
hit dice.
Go for it if any of you want.
Would that be a roll, or would I just use my passive perception? I mean, the roll was shit. I got a 15, but my passive perception's like 20. If I'm,
Well, if you're actively keeping an eye out, it'd be a check. But,
we'll keep the 15 then.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, there's some sea creatures that get close, but nothing comes right up to you.
Sounds good.
You will be able to complete the short rest.
Woo!
Good soup.
I used 2 hit die,
Okay.
and I used my channel divinity to gain back a second level spell slot.
Before that,
Yeah.
and then go.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I'll use my channel divinity
Let's
to
go.
get back a second level spell slot.
Roll an 8. on the
Can I do
D8.
that before the short rest?
Yes.
Thank
I think it's a once per long rest to do that, though, right? Yeah.
And then you gain back
Oh.
your divinity on a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you
So I'll
to-
just get my channel divinity back.
Yeah. So you just can't turn it into a spell slot again.
But now I have another level 2 smite slot. So
Time to hit Ethan with it
That was,
56.
it felt so bad.
again. That was the best
so
thing
good.
ever.
That's so funny.
At least it wasn't the Joker.
19.
Oh gosh, dude, you would have killed him, yeah. I don't know if, well, no, he wouldn't have died, but yeah, he would have went down instantly.
I mean, at the time, I think I had a 4th level. I did have a 4th level spot open, so I could just polymorph you and you'd be back in business.
Well, he would be.
No, I don't know if you
would
can
he
do it to
be-
unconscious.
would he be
You'd have to
actually
heal-
0?
You have to heal him
He'd be
first,
0. Yeah,
I think
I wouldn't overkill him. I would probably overkill you, but.
Are you? Yeah, 58 hit points.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I would just get a grease spot right on the ground, dude. Just
annihilated. Yeah. Oh, gee.
here once stood a wizard, and now he's all over the place. As that was a knife, right?
I mean, that's all I got. There was a glove on fire with a very well honed knife.
I used
Spontaneous combustion.
Yeah.
I used 4 of my barbarian hit die and both of my druid hit die. I have
Okay.
no more hit dice left, and I'm at 74 health.
I used some hit dice. That's about it. Everything else I just regained.
They'd look at the crime scene. They'd be like, I don't know how he died, but he's dead.
But
He's
he's
just a little bit
It's
of
just a
blood
pile
coming
of
out
dust.
of your nose. So your body would still be there. That's the issue.
That's frightening.
Depending on if his body could contain all that holy energy. And
Okay, so
psionic energy as
we've
well.
taken the short
So yeah, by the
rest.
time the rest is
Yeah.
over.
So like, are they just resting, or are they,
they
like?
also they also
are they
rested.
like?
They also rested. Yeah.
How tense is this short rest?
It's a little tense, but I mean they're
Who's got
they're
edges
kind
right
of just
now?
waiting on the answer from Galceria this whole time.
Okay.
Because well, he does seem to be right. It does not say anything about it being a key.
Told
Good.
ya.
I go to pick up the axe.
Stop you.
He tries to stop me.
Yeah, you just put stand up. Well, where are we going first?
I assume the rift.
Well, I'm
Straight to the rift, or
I
were
really-
there any other places we wanted to check out first?
like, I really don't feel good, guys. There's like blood coming out of me some places. Like, I'm still not feeling great. Maybe we should go back up.
You didn't heal yourself? Do you need any lay on hands?
I mean,
Oh,
I could use some, but I don't
This
want to
weapon
waste.
is not going to help you feel better.
Well, it's gonna help the things that might make me feel worse.
Help. Oh,
You'd be surprised how he feels when he gets a good weapon in his hands.
I would like to visit the tower.
I don't think
That's
I could
about
let you take it back up on the surface.
Okay. Well, then can we just take a long rest somewhere in the place? So we can just be at full, like I say in our heads. So we could be at full strength.
I don't think that they're gonna let us do that.
They might want
I'm also
rest.
not really down
Yeah, like
anything.
we're all full up.
Okay.
I would use 15 lay on hands points.
Yeah.
For whom?
You.
Okay.
Yeah, like if we need to heal you, he and I can both use lay on hands. Do you need more hit points after that?
I'm 3 hit points down after that. I'm good.
I'll just give you the other 3.
So, where else did you guys want to investigate? We kind of just happened to run into you guys swimming in a straight, direct line, so we weren't really looking at any other areas,
I'd like to see the tower.
At the buildings we were curious about, that tower being one of them, but if we'd prefer to just go straight for the rift, we could do that.
I think that I kind of would prefer to go straight to the rift. However, if we want to view the others,
The tower's right there. It's kind of on the way.
yeah, that was more my thought. Is it's on the way.
Yeah, we could do a little bit of sightseeing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nature cruise.
Alright, to the watchtower across the way.
Who grabbed the
Would
axe?
you guys like the map up, or?
I'm not trying to be that player, but I really
I
don't want them
think
to
we're good
have
on the map.
Huh?
I think we're good on the map.
Okay.
Because I remember
Mm.
most of where stuff is.
So why don't
Okay.
Is there a coral
They're
reef?
over there, or the towers over
Um,
here, in that little place with the force field.
I think
on the other side.
there is not a coral reef, but there's a kelp forest just down the hill from the watchtower.
So why don't we hang on to the axe? Fair's fair. We did pull it out, but we can decide what we want to do after everything.
Yeah, let's see how it opens. If
As
it
long as
opens
we
the
stay
rift.
together, it doesn't matter who holds it.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get away from you guys down here. So, as I
Oh, we knew that.
yeah,
I now swim much more powerfully.
Yeah.
This ring
So
really
you
is helpful.
guys swim over the path of petrified corpses you learned, and head over towards the watchtower.
can I do a quick
That kelp
investigation?
forest
really
sure
quick?
is
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, you guys can look
Petrified.
around at the path if you'd like. Yeah.
I just want to see if I can see how old it is.
Yeah. So you could, if you'd like, you could instead like walk or go on the like suggested path. It doesn't matter.
How long do we
No.
have left on water breathing?
Like all day.
12 hours.
Oh, I thought you said an hour.
So you just want to look
No, I
down
thought it
from
was an
above
hour.
on the
It's
cliffside
24
path
hours.
as you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 24 hours, so I'm pretty sure we have
I just-
22 hours.
I just don't want to touch any of them. I just want to.
Oh yeah, no, you don't have to. Yeah, you can swim over it.
Should I?
What do you think
should
caused
I
this?
Tune to this thing
I'm gonna use a psionic
while we're walking, or just keep it in
Do you
the
think
back.
Aya would like kelp, seeing as how she's a water gymnast?
Arcana check.
Well, I don't.
Arcana?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
investigation.
Well, you can do investigation. What are you
Just like while
specifically
you're
trying to?
If you let me do
Not
Arcana,
taking a
that's
short
fine.
rest.
Light activity.
Either one.
They're the exact same thing.
What specifically are you trying to?
I'm trying to determine how old it is.
How old it is. Yeah, I'd say either one.
I think kelp is a little too, not unique. She's kind
Is
of,
it 2 on the nose?
She looks a little too in the water. She's probably bored of seeing kelp at 16.
With the petrification, it is a bit hard to tell, but
Well, how weathered is it?
very old.
Okay.
Like, it wouldn't be a surprise if it was from,
Calamity?
like, no, well, like, I mean, potentially, you're not sure if it could be that old.
Before it was a sunken city, though?
It could be either one. It's that old, yeah.
Okay, so it could go back all the way to
Yeah,
when
it could be. It could have been dry. It could have been not.
Interesting.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe you would remind her of her, of where she's from. You know, her
She can
homeland.
just look around for that right now.
That's fair.
Do any of the
I
statues
think we should pick some now and then give it to her later.
Maybe.
do any of the statues look familiar?
I mean,
Caitlin's dying.
make
Sorry.
a investigation, I guess.
Guidance.
They do seem to be like people's faces. At
Or
least
help, and you can guide
the
yourself.
recognizable things.
Oh,
Yeah. Petrified people.
Curtains.
I'm gonna sneak over and grab some kelp from the kelp forest.
Sweet.
It's beyond.
Quite a detour.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
a detour? Oh, never
Because
mind.
beyond
it's
the
down the
watchtower.
hill, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But maybe we'll get the.
I think it's like a 60
But
foot
is it
high.
between here and
It is,
the...
yeah. You will have to go through there to get
16.
to the. If you went straight to the rift, you'd have to go through the kelp forest.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe you should dry it out and then let it die, and it's like a symbol of
Death?
no, like everlasting, you know,
By letting it die?
like she's capable of living outside.
I don't
of the
really
water.
see that. I don't think that. I don't think that's one of your better ideas.
Well, it'll taste salty at least. All right.
Do you want me to? Holy
Man, smart.
shit!
You ever put a raw fish in a kelp?
No.
Oh, okay.
Where did you do that? Why did you do that?
Pretty good, not gonna lie. Yeah, he's not wrong. I mean, I could boil the kelp for you if you wish.
Boil.
I'd create a bonfire underneath the kelp, and the
That's
water
That-
out.
that's
The water.
That's like way up there, dude. I don't know if you could do that.
That's not what we're
Quite,
going
quite
for.
the detour. Way down there.
Hundreds of feet.
Like 60 feet down.
Start boiling water. In
It's fine.
Fireball.
Maybe a seashell?
Maybe
Fireball on the kelp forest.
I use third level spell.
I will look around for seashells.
Sure. Make
I'm in the ocean. I feel like...
investigation check.
Alright.
We're on the ocean. We're in like a lake.
Who was doing a check? You were doing a check.
16 investigation for if I recognize faces.
You see by swimming by with your goggles, you probably see about 50 faces, none of which you recognize.
I was
Can I
helping
instead
him
use
too, by the
perception?
way. I
I
probably wouldn't know either. I've lived my whole life in Lost.
Can I use perception
I'm trying to
instead?
get out of town.
Just looking for seashells.
Probably had. Yes, but it'd be high. It'd be harder.
Okay, dirty 20.
You do find a single seashell, but you'd have to stray off from the group a little bit to get it. You see one.
Alright, sure.
Okay, you go and pick up the seashell.
Is it a nice looking seashell?
This is how
It's alright.
Is there-
It's been in here a
Is
while.
there something alive in it, or is it...
It's a mid
No.
seashell.
Yes, it's a mid
It's
seashell.
a mid seashell.
No, there's
Aaron's
no
going off again
nothing
by
alive
himself.
in it.
There's nothing alive
He's
in
gonna
it?
get cursed again.
Alright, I will come back.
It's his own fault.
He keeps
He
going
does
off
it.
by himself.
I don't know, my current curse is actually pretty great, so...
You're cursed?
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Yeah, I'm cursed. I've actually chosen to let myself stay cursed.
I assume this is still telepathic.
Yes.
I don't care, sure.
Okay.
You're fucking off the beaten path, searching for shells.
Yeah, well, very far. I'm coming back to the group now. I have a swim speed, so I can go fairly quickly now.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes, I'm actually cursed. I whenever I swing, like there's an element of psychic damage that I do, but I also take that much damage.
You're welcome.
But it's worth it to me because it deals extra damage.
It's like what they say about them double-edged swords.
It's literally a double-edged sword. I actually use a double-edged sword. It's a long sword.
Have you ever hurt yourself with that?
Not until I got cursed. Unless you count the first time I got cursed because I used my sword to break the glass.
Yep. That was.
I'd just like to point out we got through that dungeon.
We did.
And it all worked out in the end.
This man's trying to steal my style, doing psychic damage on this.
You've been trying to steal my style this whole trip, Mr. Rogue into Paladin, so let's be honest.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Every work of art has its cheap copy.
Yeah.
The best fighting
The
words.
sequel this time was the better.
Hey man.
What'd you say?
The sequel was better this time. So.
More like a Disney sequel.
What's the other group doing while we're?
All
Yeah.
a few of them exchange a few words. But
By the way, I was trying to be stealthy when I grabbed the seashell.
make stealth check.
Hell yeah. With
disadvantage.
disadvantage because I'm in plate. Well, that's a 7.
They all saw you
8.
go over.
Did
Maybe
they see me pick
maybe
it up?
aren't sure exactly what you picked up, but they saw you go over and pick something up.
There was an artifact that I needed to. I'll say out loud. There was an artifact. It wasn't very interesting.
Could be the key.
No, I think the great axe is the key.
Oh, okay.
If anything, is the key.
Okay.
But as you guys approach the watchtower, this watchtower is perched on a high hilltop overlooking the rest of the sunken city. The structure is roughly 30 feet high, but used to be taller. Part of it has collapsed, leaving the remaining structure with a jagged crown of loose-fitting stone. A single stone door leads into the tower at the ground level.
Is there a roof?
You cannot tell from where you are, but you can swim up there if you want.
I would like to swim, not above it, but like up where I'm at, like 20 feet away.
There is
up.
no roof you could.
Well, I could swim in.
I think so. It used to be taller. Part of it collapsed. So if it collapsed, yeah, I imagine there would
Is
be
there still
no,
a door?
no roof left.
There's a door on the ground.
Stone door leading.
I will knock.
Is it an archway or is it like
I will have to make a perception check inside. Pretty please.
a stone door that leads to the tower at ground level? You knock on it,
Yeah.
and then you swim out. Do you swim further to peek over? And then what did you say?
I just want to look inside
I'm just gonna keep
From
swimming.
from outside.
from the door, or
Just
from?
keep swinging.
So you two are at the door.
Yes. I knock.
So you knock for. Do you,
Oh,
do
he knocks.
Do
he
you
knocks
let him
first.
knock, or
Yeah.
do you, okay? And then were
Say
you
that.
swimming?
I'm just
further
going
to
another
peek over?
20 feet up. I'm gonna Pythagorean down.
So you're trying to peek out in from really high?
Yeah.
Make a
Angles
perception
and
check, I guess.
19.
Am I making that perception check? Or are we waiting?
There will be a response to the knock, but I'm seeing what you see.
19.
Frightening.
19?
Mm-hmm. 9 plus 10.
You see. I will just give you the description as if you looked in it.
Sure. Pythagorean always works.
A crumbling staircase follows inside the wall as it climbs to a 15-foot high balcony. The stairs continue upward until they disappear a few feet short of the open top of the tower. Armed, wraith-like forms move about inside the tower like a battle-ready garrison that doesn't know the war is long over. Floating a few feet above the balcony is a pale, spectral orc.
Okay.
And you
He
see
knocks.
that as he knocks, and you, who goes there?
I'm gonna say in your guys' head, there's some spooky shit in there, so be careful what you do.
The Ghostbusters. Yeah, who goes there? They're a nil, Paladin of the Raven Queen. And company.
I was like, and cast.
Angus.
And what are you doing here?
Exploring.
Is that your only goal, to explore?
Yeah.
You see that it's which one would it be?
So this is the one spectral orc with a bunch of wraiths. Or wraith-like.
Wraith-like forms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I divine sense, please?
Does it go through total cover?
That's a good question. And I don't remember the answer to that
It
question.
does
That's a
not.
no.
It does not.
So, Lisa, you would know it wouldn't really do anything right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't open the door? Okay.
He can see the spectral orc
Yeah.
and the wraiths.
Then I will say, hey, you should divine sense.
I think he's a little high for 60 feet, yeah.
The triangle's not triangle, I'm sorry.
What did you say in response to the last thing? When he said,
Yeah.
is that your only goal?
Yeah, just exploring. We actually didn't know that you were here. I just figured I would knock, and I'm glad I did.
This is a more friendly encounter with ghosts. than
Let's
with
keep
the
it
other
that way.
party.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. This is scary.
The less that we have to do with our swords.
Actually, make a deception check for me.
What? No, I was trying to be honest. Wait, what?
That's not your only goal.
Yeah, it is.
It's truly not.
Yeah.
My only goal.
Yeah.
I'm just here to
For the
explore.
watchtower? Or for the overall area?
Yeah, I'm just we came here because we
No,
were
it's
like, I
talking-
wonder what's
it's
there.
Talking to this guy.
I don't know.
It's,
I
it's
guess-
definitely not the only goal, but
Guidance.
reason why we're
Okay, so Will was like, yeah, that's our only goal. What's our other goal then?
To go through the rift.
Is that not exploring?
Yes, but we don't know what their intentions are with the rift, or whether the rift gives them anything pertinent.
My goal is still exploration.
That's DM's choice.
I was not trying to deceive. I was trying to be honest.
Aren't we? I mean,
We've already done our
we've
mission.
already done our mission, but we're trying to figure out why. Or I guess our new self-appointed mission is we're trying to figure out what the other party is doing in Cael Morrow, right?
Kind of.
Because that's why we rushed here.
We're still here
I'll roll
for the-
deception if you really want me to, but I was not really trying to deceive.
They have total cover, so they couldn't see me cast a spell.
They
I
could
will-
hear you.
correct.
They could
I'm
hear
not
you if you
gonna- I'm
cast
not
one of the
gonna
verbal
have-
component.
Well, if that is your only goal, we simply ask you to leave the tower, please.
Okay.
This is the voice from inside the tower, right?
Horror movie averted.
It wasn't.
Yes, that was the
Could I see who was talking?
that
I
was
guess
the
it's-
orc. Yeah.
Oh, so the orc is the one talking. Okay.
And as he moves, moves, and you can see more of his form, you recognize that he seems to be a priest of some kind.
I will kind of reach out to you telepathically. I can do it just like they don't have to hear, right? If I do it.
You have no idea what he saw, but yes.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But you said it was spooky, right?
Mhm.
Would you call it undead?
Yes, they seem like undead too. But
I mean-
well, yeah, whatever you want to tell them. But yes,
They do seem obviously undead.
How far away
Because if
is
they
the
are-
ghostly figure from us?
Our
you're
oath
not sure because
compels
it's through
us.
the door from you, unless you swam up with.
Could I attempt
I say
message
our.
at him?
I get it.
You would know the general direction because you would have heard the voice. So yeah, go for it.
Okay, I attempt message on the orc.
Go for it. What do you say?
Is this like your home or something? It's buffering.
I'm checking. Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's kind of hard to tell from up here. So there's just
But it could be them.
yeah, it could be. There's an orc up there, but I really feel like we shouldn't disturb them. You know.
Also, is the wall a foot thick? Because that would also factor in how well this message receives.
Oh, how you can't go through a foot thick of stone?
I could go up the stone and over that.
Magic.
Oh, if the range, yeah.
1 foot of stone, inch of common
And
metal.
the range is how much?
120.
It could still make it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine.
Doesn't have to follow a straight line yet.
I will go up and
Takes a little bit
Go
to
up
establish
to-
a signal.
oh my god, I'm blinking.
Um,
Daruma.
no, it is not my home. Myself and these warriors are guarding this tower.
I cast message again. What are you
What
guarding
did you
it?
say?
I go up to where Daruma is and I look into the tower.
Oh, okay. You go up there. You can make a perception check too.
I would like to stealth, please.
With my message that I cast a second time,
I would like to hide.
I'd like to ask him, so what are you guarding? If you
Yeah, I heard you. I'm just
Okay.
I got a 16 on the perception check.
Okay.
The other group's right behind us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they doing it? They're probably just staying around, watching this fly around the
Just
thing.
Strictly
laughing at us.
guarding the ground city itself.
I'll cast message again.
Yeah, you can
I'll
just
just
keep it going.
Keep
yeah.
it going until I say stop. Is that your purpose, or did someone put you there to do that, or?
No one put us here.
So you're here on your own free will?
Yes.
Otis, ask him if we can help him with anything.
By now you've swam up, looked down, and you see about the same thing.
It's hard to see in the water.
Look, water.
I'll message everyone, or using the whatever. Well, I don't know if Daruma is going to, but as a follower of the Raven Queen, we are honor bound to
I'm just
return these souls to their rightful plane.
Well, I'm having a good conversation with him, so can we like...
I'm not saying you can't stop talking.
I'm just saying, whatever we do.
It begins swimming up to you two.
Whatever we do, let's just put a pause on it until I
I'll,
finish the conversation. Because it
Whatever
seems
you're
like...
I'll
gonna
like
do,
meet them in
put
the middle
pause
and
on it.
whisper the same
put a
thing.
pin in it.
Oh, and you'll
We're
tell
done.
them what you saw.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like they're
Seems like a
undead,
nice
which
guy.
means that we are honor bound to.
What's up? Are they? Shouldn't we not, unless they attack us first?
It's not really a choice.
I'm just a squire.
Did you? How much did you describe? Like, did you
I
describe?
work here.
Because you would have also noticed that the orcs looked like a priest. Do you keep that information, or do you
Yeah, sure.
tell them?
Yeah, there's one that looks like a priest, and then a bunch of ghosts,
Do you,
or ghouls, ghosts,
do you think
spectral wraiths.
Dermot speaks. Do you think he could help us some way? Didn't you just ask me about a priest for that place over there? And he gestures to the temple.
God damn it.
You could just be a squire for this exact moment.
Checks his shield.
Check, mate.
No, I got a notification.
What's my name again?
I feel like we're pursuing a higher, like a better purpose.
There is no higher calling or better purpose than the one given to us by our God.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know. Getting in that temple sounds pretty interesting.
I like the way this man thinks.
That's honestly pretty frightening.
We can do that first, but we cannot leave them here in the wrong plane of existence.
I mean,
Is this
I
telepathic
mean,
or is this
how
out
do you
loud?
know it's wrong?
This is out loud. How do I know it's wrong?
Yeah.
Well, now, right and wrong, now we're going to get into a whole conversation on philosophy, which we can do now or we can do later. But if you want to do it now,
I just don't see the point in killing them. They're not hurting nobody.
It is less that they
Technically, you
are.
would be killing them.
It is less that they are doing anything wrong, and that the fact that they exist is against the laws of nature and of what is right in the world. They are not doing anything wrong. You're right. However, their existence as undead is wrong.
Well, won't that whole like passing on thing happen like by itself at some point?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Won't that whole passing on thing happen by itself at some point?
Well, I can just expedite the process.
So does the priest look
Oh,
ghostly?
you're dying.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All of them appear
Okay.
ghostly, yeah.
I'm sweating.
I was half expecting you to crawl under the table again.
I would not do that to Will. While he's like mid monologue, crawl over the table, think I'm a cat, freak him
Yeah, that
out.
would have freaked me out. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that would have freaked him
I'm
out.
surprised
you.
you stayed in here as long as you did. It is. I'm dying.
It is really.
Dermot swims up a little bit and peeks in there himself. And they look like they'd be quite the fight, but I do think we should at least. Well, did you? I heard you talking to him. What was his attitude towards you?
Fairly indifferent as long as we didn't bother him. I'm not saying that he's doing anything wrong.
Did he seem like he would help with something like that?
He might.
What if we give them a purpose and then they go on, you know?
I suppose that's one way.
I know you're always the one who wants to kill everything and anything. Like Carver's always trying to hold you back.
Uh-huh.
But maybe this one time we do it differently.
If getting into the temple is their final purpose, and that gets rid of their affliction, great. If it is not, then unfortunately, with or without you, I will have to do this.
I'll be there.
You might not believe in, this life. This might not be as important to you as being able to call upon her power to smite evildoers. But this is a part of my life that I have been dedicated to since I was a child, that I will not get rid of simply because of mundane curiosity.
That's fair. I'm just saying the life chose me, so, I didn't choose the life.
Right.
It's different.
You
When
two
it
really got
chooses
some
you.
things to work out.
We're working it out right now.
This is us working it out.
Yeah, we're always working it out. All right, let's humbly ask if...
I will go back down. I already have a rapport with this thing.
Did they tell you to go away?
Huh?
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I told him I would go away.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I will knock on the door. I will swim down and knock
all
on the
four
door.
of you return back to the door, and that time you were. What else did you want to say?
I was gonna ask, is there anything we can help you with, or something? I mean,
I do not believe we need any help. No.
so you're just guarding from what? Anything that comes down here?
Yes, anything that would threaten the drowned city.
He knows it's drowned. That's interesting. Above table.
And the drowned city is this entire place, or is it the place?
Yeah, Cael Morrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he.
Ask him how old he is.
I guess we're on that level at this point now. My friend wants to know, how old are you?
Yeah. Do we know that he's casting message and everything?
You can see him casting it towards the tower. Yeah. But as you guys, and he would have gotten a few more words in, but as you guys are swimming down, you'd likely notice him. Yeah. It's hard for me to remember now. I remember when this place wasn't drowned.
He says he remembers when this place wasn't drowned. I'm assuming it's been a while.
Long time.
Can I do like a history check or something on like
Sure.
if I've heard
Yeah.
how long this has been?
You have help.
I have
You
help.
Cast guidance on
Can I
yourself.
guidance myself?
Yes.
Cool.
At about this point, is that when we come back?
He can do one more message if he wants to.
It's gonna be okay.
13, 17, 22. 22. Yes.
This, yeah, with the 22, you know that the city, when the city was sank, was during the calamity.
So over 1,000.
Long time.
A long time. I was right. I just didn't know the magnitude of how right I was. Also, I'm sorry for being so rude. My name is Otis. What's your name? I should have asked that. Led with that.
Nice to meet you. I am Hatterai.
Hatterai?
Yes.
What happened to it? You had a ride. What happened to it?
Lost it.
That does bring up a good point. How did you end up here? Like,
I know I can't hear that. But that's just.
are you
We
alive?
fell in the last battle for the city.
What should I do? Could I do another history check, or with that previous check? Let me know when that happened.
This,
About the same time as when it went underwater.
yeah, this
Okay.
was in the battle against Grumsh, which is I forget exactly. Are we pulling out the wild one?
I'm making you work today.
But I can get that. But by that time, Theron and everybody else makes it back down to the.
Did you have a good discussion up there?
We're working through it.
You do notice Otis casting message.
He's out.
There's a potential issue.
You said his name was Hatterai?
Hatterai.
Sure. This guy's.
Hadarai.
I mean, what are we looking at in there?
Well, we're looking at some undead priest of some kind,
Could he
along
be the
with some wraiths.
Could he be the priest for the?
Yes, that's a conclusion that we've arrived at.
Do you remember the name of that?
No.
Nope.
The
We'll just.
bigger issue is that my oath compels me to not leave any undead in this plane and to return them to where they are supposed to be.
That makes sense, but
Now,
we just got. Well, I got my ass handed to me in the last fight. I'm
well,
kind
I think you would do better in something like this. However, the we want to see what is in the temple.
Can we ask him to look around with a guide?
I think that is what we are going to try to ask. But I will not lie to you. Unless this is their final purpose, to send them into the afterlife, I will be honor bound to send them there.
All right. Well, does your god put a time frame on that, or can we do something else and come back and play it by ear?
It is
Usually pretty quick.
one of those of it's best not to dawdle.
Okay.
The most that I can do is let us at least try to gain something from them before we send them back.
I'm having a pretty good conversation with him while you guys were up there. Seems like a pretty nice guy. Just wants to
He does
Yeah.
seem like a very nice
enjoy
person.
his retirement, so to speak.
Short description of
You should
Grumsh.
be allowed to enjoy his afterlife.
Speak a short description of
who's
what?
Grumsh?
Oh,
the
Grumsh.
Ruiner, commands hordes of barbaric marauders to destroy, pillage, and slaughter for the sheer joy of it.
Sounds like a really
one-
nice guy.
One of these,
My kind of guy.
One of the betrayer gods.
Yep.
Do you happen to know who he's a priest of?
Yeah, his
Me?
Yeah, Otis.
His-
Do you happen to know who he's a priest of?
I could ask another question.
the I don't know if
Oh,
you want
there's
to know
more?
more. Yeah,
Sure.
the commandments of Grumsh
Can
are
you be a
ruin,
paladin?
conquer, kill.
Betrayer god.
The weak exist to be crushed by the strong. Be the strong.
That's awesome.
Those sound like
skill issue.
metal. Those sound like metal band lyrics. Like literally, this whole campaign is just making me like want to write like a metal song.
There are no emotions but fury and joy. The rest are weakness.
Everything you're saying just feels like a lyric out of like a metal song.
This is my kind of guy, John.
Gosh, Jesus.
I love it.
It goes crazy.
Yeah, I
You're just giving us the history of Grumsh
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
Did you
I
hear
pulled the
what we
sound out
were
of my
talking
memory.
about? About, I'll ask Mia in character. Did you hear us, or were you busy talking with them?
Well, I mean, I have to focus a little bit to make sure the connection's good and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, outdated technology probably down here. I mean, the water.
Trying to make sure the cell tower's in the
Yeah.
right spot.
You gotta draw the line
Yeah.
up the wall, over the
Yeah,
wall to
you
his
know how it is.
brain.
Yeah, I mean, transmission underwater it gets a little fuzzy. But anyways, yes, I had a good conversation with him. Did that answer your question? I don't think it did.
I was asking, did you hear what we were talking about?
So long story short, I wasn't really paying attention. You guys know.
So,
We want to use them to get into the temple to then also try and help them cross the road, like the chicken.
Well, I mean, he's such a nice guy. I wouldn't want to just use him.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Maybe we could bargain
it-
something
it-
with
it
him. Like
might-
maybe he can help us, and we can help him, and then
the goal is that he also wants to get into the temple, and that helps him where he's at in life.
he wants to get in the temple.
we're-
Did he say he
Maybe.
was guarding the tower or guarding the temple?
he was guarding the city.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
doubt that he would. Do you know who he is who he is a priest for?
I've not asked him that yet. He's just been talking. We've been talking about history of how long he's been here and
Well,
stuff.
Yeah, you actually didn't know he was a priest until just now. I don't think you asked him.
Oh,
Right,
he's a
yeah,
priest.
He's a priest.
Would you ask him what god he serves? And maybe that will see if we can enter the temple. Because if he
That's
serves
easy.
a completely different god, then this
What god
entire discussion is moot.
was the temple?
I don't remember. Above table, I don't remember. I'm sure Theron
I
does.
don't remember either.
It was
I might have
the
read it.
temple of Coralon, the Archart.
Yeah, I actually wrote that down. Coralon. Yeah.
So I'll ask him. So you just seem like a very priest-like person. Who do you serve?
Funny you say that. I am a priest of Coralon, the Archart.
He says he's a priest of Korra something.
Well, sounds right.
I think that's where we.
I think that's the temple that we need to.
Yeah, I think you guys
does
decided
match
it.
up, yes.
So
Maybe
Jew.
ask him if he can escort us into a temple. We need to repent
View it.
or view it, I guess. Give a good reason why we.
we
would
have to repent. I think that's fair. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, we are on a pilgrimage.
We would
I
like
wouldn't
to.
even be lying.
true. Yeah.
I-
Show our
we
faith.
need-
Before we
right,
explore
access-
anymore, we'd like to ask permission from the god themselves that governs this place.
All
That
right,
is what we're
yeah.
doing. Ask.
So okay.
Oh, you were telling Otis that. Oh,
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
I'll cast a message again to him.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny. I'm here with a bunch of other guys, and
He
we're
did speak to me.
Are you
so-
with the group that knocked on the door?
yes. There's about a dozen of us, maybe a little bit less. And so we're kind of on this like pilgrimage. We're trying to find some sort of divine power, and we figured we'd come through here. And before we go much further, we decided that it'd probably be smart to like seek some sort of holy refuge or something with this god.
Your friend said you were merely exploring.
Well, I can't control what he says, but we're on a pilgrimage. We come in peace, I can assure you that. But we just, feel like it's only necessary, or it's very necessary, and we feel that it's appropriate. That's fair. That's fair.
What did he say?
I'll help you.
Yeah,
You can't help him unless you're also talking.
Oh, I shouldn't talk.
help me with my message.
Yeah, that you can do.
What did he say?
I don't think he's really fully trusting. He said one of you guys said that you were exploring.
Well, that's his report. But tell him we're exploring faiths.
exploring faiths.
Yeah.
Can I add that real quick? Yeah, we're
It's still in the
I don't. Yeah, I'll roll it anyways. I want to put the information.
Natural fucking 20.
So to encapsulate all what I said, maybe to put in more layman's terms, we're just trying to explore our faith and other potential faiths that are out there. You know. Still deception check. I know.
Yes.
Okay. There's no disadvantage on this, right? Or advantage? It's just
No
straight. Okay.
roll.
Straight overall.
13 plus 2, 15. Did we squeak by? I don't think we did.
Oh boy.
While this is happening, I'm gonna very slowly and quietly pull my sword out from its sheath.
I'd love to start it too.
Scabbard.
I'll take out my.
Why are you so interested in Coraline?
Well, like
What did he say?
What do you say? What do you say?
This isn't message.
Yeah, it's
He wants to know why we're so interested in this faith. And, I mean, I was just going to tell him exactly what I said earlier. Like, we're just...
Do I
We're
know
exploring
about
faiths.
Coralon? Because I'm pretty sure I was the one who did the religion check to figure out that it was.
yeah.
Doesn't Dermot know about them too?
Yeah, Dermot. Or no, because he was in the...
You could just tell him.
Like
Just
what
tell him
Coraline
I'm
is the
seeking
god of? Is
Yeah.
that weird?
Paladin head with the god Coraline.
I could do that too.
I'll take
Yeah.
that.
Here, let me remember what his domains are, and that way we can chill, like we know what we're doing.
Okay. I'm not a very holy person, so we are reaching the
Well, I am,
bounds
so
of...
it's okay.
It's great that I'm in the company of you guys because some god would probably not like my presence and just...
Dude, Grumsh sounds great. I say in his head, not out loud. 'Cause that's the
Yeah, we're all
that's
just-
the battle he died in.
We're just all sitting there and talking our heads out. I don't know. You're like, group sounds great.
So the commandments of Coraline, with the religion checks from earlier, you would know the first one is create, inspire, and find beauty in all that you do. Second is follow the echoes of lost magics, forgotten sites, ancient art, for within these lie the Archart's first works. And then the third is combat the followers of Lolth, wherever they might be.
That's spider.
So I'll say
Yeah,
something.
Lolth is the Spider Queen.
Yeah. Say something about we're looking for beauty in the world, and we don't like spiders.
We killed a bunch of spider people
You
in that
got it.
dungeon that one time.
So,
Specifically the queen.
to answer your question on why we're so interested in this religion, to say,
Created
this faith,
the first magics and raising most of the most ancient of forests.
we have, I mean, I've already said we're on a pilgrimage. One of our friends, we have several in our group that are very faith-driven people. And one other one in our group
We have
has been observing their teachings, and he also wants to potentially participate. So we're just expanding our horizons. We're also deathly afraid of spiders, so that's a good information to know.
We kill them everywhere.
That is the exact opposite of what we needed to say.
You don't know that.
Exactly. That was above table.
You can't hear directly what he's saying. He's saying it into the spell.
You meant yes,
Yeah.
that was a Michael fail, but we're running it because I would have said it.
Make another decision.
Gurdons.
I don't suppose I could have helped him.
Well, you'd have to. Hadorai would have to hear you speaking for help.
Well, no, but I was like, here's what you should say.
Yes.
No,
he
not-
did
he
say
didn't
that,
say
and
that.
then I epic failed
But it's
on my end.
the act of the deceiving.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I get guidance from Charlie.
Yes, guidance still.
Okay. That was almost a 15. 9.
I mean, he wasn't lying about me wanting to become, like, faithful.
He did tell me to do that.
Of the Archard, though.
Doesn't matter to me where I get
We
my
like
strength
spiders?
from.
But
No,
these
we
two,
kill them.
these two, nothing to do with.
But
it,
how
yeah.
is that true?
Gonna kill spiders.
You said we're afraid of spiders. No, we killed them. We hate spiders.
I feel like that
did
kind of runs in
afraid
the
of-
same vein.
You did lie there.
Sure, we're not afraid.
We literally.
I feel like you can be afraid of something and still kill it.
There were some mutated people spiders that we burned.
Yes, way back the
I-
driders.
And you said nothing about searching for beauty, so
I sense you maybe.
I said expanding our horizons. I feel like that fits.
withholding some information.
I'm sorry.
I sense you may be withholding some information.
What is there to withhold? We're all just friends here.
what did he say?
He thinks that we're still withholding information.
Okay, so tell him that we're searching for beauty in all things, including ancient magics, and that while we that we oppose the Spider Queen Lolth.
You got this.
You got this. So you want to write it down?
No, I got this.
I may be more inclined to help you if you tell me what you're searching for here.
We're searching for beauty.
Yes.
Ancient magic.
I would like to say for the record that we are not trying to withhold any information, but we are searching for beauty, and we also hate love. Which, yes.
What if
Make enough deception.
I'm still telling him. I'm still telling him what to say, and he's still not saying.
Can I give him the help action on this one? 'Cause I was
Can
like,
I please? I've been trying to like.
That's
Tell
gonna give him advantage.
I would have
So confused
on
on what
Can I make
guidance.
I think you should
Do you
just tell
have
him
the
the real
message? Yeah,
truth.
Huh?
I think you should just tell him the real truth.
Real
I'll
truth?
kill him if he doesn't.
No,
The real truth?
why we're actually here trying to get into the rift.
Would you like-
Oh! Yeah. No one else will know. But it's up to you. That's my personal opinion.
That's smart. You're forcing Michael to tap into his mental reserves. He doesn't remember really what the rift is there.
We're
We're searching for Elixian.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
searching for Elixian.
Yeah, that makes sense. He'd be in the rift.
Would
I forgot about Elixir.
Would you prefer to say that since you didn't remember?
I mean, I rolled a 23 on the deception check.
Just be like, hey, we like.
But
we're
if
trying to
it
be untruthful.
prevents things from going poorly, sure.
Okay, so what do you say along with that? Or yeah.
With my 23, or does the 23 still exist?
I will say it's up to you since you've been given new information. Do you want to say that plus Elixian? Do you want to not say Elixian? Do you want to say Elixian instead? Or
Okay, give me a second.
if you need,
What am I supposed to say?
if you need a refresher,
Speak
I
into
can
it.
give you that.
I'm dying.
We are searching for Elixian.
Okay.
And beauty.
He's been corrupted, and we're trying to help him out. We're on a quest of faith, given by someone.
Don't mention
Elixian
don't
himself.
mention the Raven Queen.
No.
I believe the first deity of the
Changebringer,
Three
wasn't it?
Prayers was
Yeah.
the Changebringer.
Oh yeah, of the Changebringer, yeah.
I can do this. I cast message.
And you say that, or do you?
I can, sure.
So,
if we want to accelerate
is
it,
it
sure.
that? So is it that instead, or is it?
Instead of what I just said
Yeah.
prior to rolling this,
Instead, if
I
we,
like both,
yeah.
you know?
I think.
I feel like the 23 still has some worth there, you know? Like, I rolled it.
Yeah, your call if you want to keep it or.
I'll keep the 23 and then I'll add this.
Okay.
And if we feel like it would speed us up without having to play the game of telephone, then we can just.
Your call if you want to play telephone, or if you just want to say that you said that.
He's fucking.
You can paraphrase it.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh no.
You got this.
You got
Keeping the 23, adding this.
Okay.
See if I can.
His response to that first time is, "Oh, that's
Most of that is just me laughing.
Yeah, it's mostly just us
Okay.
like
much
joking.
of a reason to help."
We are searching for Elixian. He's been corrupted, and we're trying to help him out. We're on a quest of faith.
the Changebringer.
End transmission.
It's like, I didn't hear your phone.
Over and out.
This is the
What if he doesn't like Elixir?
additional purpose I sensed.
Well, we're very busy. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. No more message.
Put my dice away.
I am on message rest.
I actually met Elixir once, long ago, while he was praying to Corland.
And he was alive. in all
And you
this?
say he... Yes, I am quite surprised he still lives.
He-
That's not right.
I mean, that's not entirely true. That's why we're looking for him.
You say he is corrupted? What is going on? What's that about?
What is he saying?
He wants to know more about Elixian, so I'm gonna tell him because he seems like a
Can
guy
we
we can trust.
You got this. You got this.
So
I believe in. I don't.
we received a vision.
Would you all come in and tell me a bit more about this quest of yours?
Yes.
He's let us in. We can go inside. Of course. Should we
I
knock
will
again, or
remain.
Outside. You can open the door.
We can get the other ones
go
inside.
ahead and enter inside? He said
I'll
we're
say
good to go.
he's letting Otis and Daruma and
And
Carver
then those of you
in,
who
but no one
are
else.
closer to the door, as you open it, he's stand down, and then he seems to whisper something into the Wraith Commander's ear.
Shink. I put my shit away. No hostility.
I will
The
remain
rivals do the same. Yeah.
outside. I'll remain outside.
I'll go in,
Okay.
so that way he has a face to the name and the message.
I'm headed into, but I don't know if we want to keep the other people's outside.
Hello.
It's finally nice to have a face to match the name. Sorry if
So
the conversation got a little muddled there. You know
What?
how it is communicating underwater. It's just a little
that's
bit
all
muddy.
right. I think I got most of it. So what started you on this quest, and how did you find out that Elixian was still alive?
Did the other party know about Elixian? We've been kind of tight-lipped about it for the most
I don't
part.
think
They
they knew.
were
I don't think they knew about
there?
Elixian.
Mm-mm.
They didn't
No,
receive
they
the.
didn't receive the vision because they were
the vision.
behind. Shall we? Wait, who was in the room with us?
And I also assume your message to tell was all telepathic. Okay.
So it's just the two of us in the room?
So
I want to.
I didn't go in.
Oh, then it's it's just.
I'm remaining outside.
The other party
unless,
stayed
unless
outside.
you guys try to stop them, I will say that Io, Dermot, and Galceria had to go inside with you guys.
I would try and stop them.
What do you say?
I think it'd be best if, to avoid conflict, only a couple people go in just in case. We don't want to have them get attacked just because they feel threatened.
Just one of us will go in then. Dermot, would you like to see this? This is up your alley. Sure, I'll go in.
Yeah.
Unless
Makes
you,
sense to me.
unless you
Fine with
try
me.
to.
That's fine with me.
So Dermot does hear him ask about Elixian out loud. So that's great.
Before or
Pretty sure
when
they
I'm in there
I'm pretty sure they knew as well. I just don't know that they knew the entire.
with the telepathic thing, I'm gonna say how tight-lipped should I be about this, or can we open up to everybody?
We don't. As much as I would like to, I'm not sure how much I trust everyone at the moment. Avoid saying too much, but at the end of the day, information is information. We have no intelligence on the rift, so any information is good information.
Alrighty, I'll do my best.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, boys. Sorry. Also, it's boiling as shit.
Alright, we'll take a break soon.
And his question, just to refresh in my mind, is
What got
his
you guys
question-
started? How did you find out about Elixian?
So we took part in like a competition, and we had to race to a certain spot. And once we got into this certain spot, we all received like a vision, of Elixion, and he didn't seem like he was in too good a shape.
Something like triggered this vision?
We picked up.
Would you
picked
like
up the
to
jewel.
know?
We
Would you
picked up
like
the
to
jewel.
know what the fully happened? DM tell me.
Oh,
picked
did,
up the
did
jewel.
you withhold something from us then? you're
No,
saying? Or-
I'm just saying. Do you remember the whole thing?
I remember
You guys
parts
killed
and
the
pieces.
shark.
That was episode
You
1.
guys killed the shark. It hit this pillar, and with that, part of it caved in, and the passageway opened. You guys went up into it, and the Jewel of Three Prayers was there on a. How much you want to tell him that? And then when one of you picked it up, that was when. the
Pretty sure it
vision-
was. Pretty sure it was Theron.
Yeah, it was. And then
Theron's been
you all
good at-
you all got the vision,
Yeah.
and then and then you explained the vision to one of the goblin leaders of Jagao, and then he told you guys to head to Bazazan. There might be more there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
From my memory, we told the other party about some of the stuff.
Yeah.
We told them we had
Yeah,
a vision
Yeah, I
and
think.
that there was a man trapped and that we were going to look. But I don't know. We told them.
I know that we told them
Word for word,
names
Yeah,
and
that's, I think you guys.
I think we told
remember
them
you
about
guys
like the
withholding
change
the name,
bringer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like
And I
that.
think we were.
I think you guys also withheld the jewel itself. Right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah. As far as I know, they don't know about the jewel
That's what I thought. Yeah.
because I've been keeping it on my person within my armor this entire time.
So yeah, you know all the information for sure. What do you wanna?
Do you think I?
That was like episode 2 or 3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Polish it. Make it look a little newer.
Can the seashell look newer? I'm not gonna lick it.
Yeah. So we got to the end of this competition, like I was saying, and there was like a pennant that we found, and we touched it. We received the vision, like I mentioned. The details on that are a little fuzzy because they're in Discord and I don't remember off the top of my head. But
Of the vision.
he seemed like he was suffering, and so we brought it up to somebody that was kind of running, I guess, the competition or part of the competition somehow, and started on this crazy journey, and we ended up here. So in a sense, it kind of is a pilgrimage. We all, there's multiple agendas to our party, but all of them are
I'm gonna
good
pick up some
intentions.
sand and rub it
well,
against the
if
seashell.
you're a friend of Elixion, you're a friend of mine, or if you're trying to help him, then I will assist. I can help you with something. I would be curious to see that pendant, though.
Do we still have the pennant?
The Jewel of Three Prayers,
That is the pendant. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
and I will not be showing it to anyone.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that like we still had it. And
Yes, if you ask telepathically, the answer will be yes.
That,
from
that's
Theron.
that was what I was doing. I don't know if we can show it to you right now, but I will assure you that it's safe.
What exactly could I do to help you in this?
Well,
Since you talk about corruption, do you think any of it has anything to do with that thing in the center of the city?
and for my sake, you're referring to
The spines, the rift,
the
yeah.
rift and everything. Okay, just wanted to make sure. And, sorry, could you repeat the question again?
This corruption you speak of, do you think it has anything to do with what's in the center of the city?
It's kind of, sort of, I guess, been leading us here. This place has something special about it, and I think we might be involved indirectly somehow because of Elixir.
Well, is there something I can do to help?
I will ask telepathically we're trying to get into that rift, right? We're trying to check it out.
We're
We
trying to
also
get into the temple. We're hoping maybe the temple has something.
temple
to-
first, then rift.
Temple
has
first,
a
then
way to
rift.
help us with the rift. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as you seem like the kind of gatekeeper of this city, the one that's protecting and doing a great job at it, I'll say. It would be helpful if we could get into that temple over there, and then I guess later down the road, eventually get to that rift. Might get us a little bit closer to solving this mystery with Elixion.
Well, the rift, I'm not sure how much I can help, but I can help you bypass the ward around the temple.
That would, I mean, if that's the least you can do, that'll be a great help to us, and we'll find some way to repay you.
Oh, so alright, I think I'll be safe with these fellows, he says to the guard captain. He nods, and he begins walking out the door. I assume you follow?
Yes.
Going to lead you guys over there. Says hello to all of the people that didn't go inside. And you see Dermot, as you guys begin walking over, Dermot sort of gestures to Io and tries to whisper in her ear.
Does everyone notice or just him?
What are the passive perceptions?
16.
21.
14 or something.
12.
12.
We'll say 15 or higher, so you two look back and
I
notice
can't see
that, but
anything.
that's where we'll go to break. As you guys begin heading over to once again to the temple of the Arcart.
Let's go.
And we're back. As you guys had just headed out of the tower, and
Really quick, I wanted to try and listen to what Dermot was saying to Io.
go for it, make a perception check. As you are sort of listening
You were
back
the only
to
one who
that,
noticed. No, one other person noticed, yeah.
well, he actually gets. You will be able to later, but he actually gets interrupted by the what seems to be the captain of the ghost, like swordsman or whatever. He says, "Hatter, I think I'd prefer if we joined you." Oh, all right, you can come along. So the captain and the other 8 of them join.
So there's 9 of them, and
There's 10 ghosts
oh,
and 10 of you guys.
okay. Well, it's even at least.
Okay.
Depends on who your friends or enemies are.
Okay. Alright.
Choose wisely.
Alright, roll initiative free for all battle.
I'm gonna go hide.
Okay,
Go
but they do try to finish the whisper after, so yes, you guys may.
My 21 passive perception wouldn't pick up on it.
You'd actively be trying to hear it.
I'm being a dickhead, John.
It's an advantage because you. Is it just sight or is it
Uh,
hearing as well?
oh man. I mean, I think I have the ability to read lips, so
Oh, hold on.
hold on.
If you have the ability to read lips, then you don't even need to make this check. Yeah, you have the observant fear, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I am
well,
observant.
it doesn't matter. You don't need to roll.
I rolled big.
Roll big.
I rolled big.
I rolled pretty okay.
7?
I rolled a 28.
Oh my
You
god!
actually did roll big. Okay.
Dermot is simply repeating the information from that conversation that the rivals previously didn't know, and Io sort of just nods.
I would. Okay, never mind. You're good.
What did they not know?
Like, is there
His
any?
name.
His name, like exact stuff about. You gave like some details about the vision that I don't think they would have known. Not too many things. But
Can I make
yeah,
an insight check on...
Io's not.
You said
Io?
nod, and I was like, nope, no, it's actually anyway.
Wait, what?
He's like, she just nodded.
Oh, I'd like to make an insight check on like whether the information they gleaned from us helps them with whatever the fuck they're doing. Like, are they
Oh, and then you told
excited
them
about
that
it?
you, and they also found out that you found dependent. But, yeah.
Yeah, are they happy about that? Are they sad? Like, I just want to.
Insight check, both Dermot and Io. That's.
You want 2 separate checks or just 1 check?
Do you
Just one
relay
is fine.
that they're talking or no?
Not at the current second, no.
Insight.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this.
Noise.
Io just nods. That's.
I will say, kind of telepathically to you, we should try and figure out why they remain on this plane. Why they're not fully dead.
From what he told me, I could ask more specifically, but I don't think I'm going to get much more. From what he told me, he said they're guarding the city.
Yeah, you just got that they're the
So-
last wardens of the drowned city.
So they're
Was there a way to send them to where they need to go?
I think this is where they need to be.
I mean, as not so much of a holy person, I don't really know how much. I feel like that information may be easier to obtain through you guys, because I don't know. I just don't think that he's gonna share that much further than what he shared with me. But maybe.
I can try, but I'm not the most tactful person on the planet.
Well, we got this far.
Fair enough. So, I'll wait till we get there and get him to open the thing for us.
Really quick.
Spot on.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this, but I'll just say it and then try to backtrack. Dermot was in the room with us, right? It was just Dermot, Carver, myself, the Wraiths, and then Hadari, right?
Yeah.
After we
That
leave,
you were aware of, yes.
okay,
Yeah.
can I insight check Dermot and see if he, like, because I was sharing information vocally to Hadari.
Yeah.
Just want to gauge and see if Dermot's, like, trying to take that information and do bad with it or something. If that even makes sense.
We do like a retroactive insight check when
Okay.
we were in the room, yeah.
Oh, okay, I was thinking after we leave the room, but yeah, that's
Because
fine.
you didn't see him whisper in Ia's ear, but...
That's a fair point. Insight?
Yeah.
That's,
It's gonna happen.
closer to 13, so yeah, 13.
You've done it before.
It's gonna happen. If you say it enough.
Law of
I
averages.
mean, you wouldn't be surprised if he told some of his friends, but you're not sure of ill intent or
Okay.
indifferent or, yeah.
Okay. Well, off we go, I guess, right? Let's go and unlock this thing.
Yeah, you guys get to the point where you realize there was a dome, and I think you...
I smack my face. There's probably still
so,
blood there.
Since you are now accompanied by a priest of Coralon, you just walk straight through it.
Sweet.
What's in there?
Should we let them in?
That's just the bubble around. You guys get up to the temple, and now we get to the temple interior.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
We were fighting Coralon. Good luck.
Oh gosh, no.
All of the religion.
I change faith.
Master,
I died.
The interior of the temple is dry. Lavishly sculpted pillars line the interior walls, and the floor is adorned with a mosaic of silver and green glass that depicts 2 verdant crescent moons atop a 4-pointed star. At the center of the mosaic is a red crystal shard pulsing with light and the mockery of a heartbeat. Scarlet tendrils radiate from it and crawl across the stonework. Against the north wall stands a statue of Coralon.
What's that red thing? I'll ask the priest.
So just peeking at, you ask
Yeah, ask the priest. What's that red thing that's pulsing and tendriling?
what the DM...
Just let you guys know, Dermot totally snitched to Io.
Is that telepathic?
John's like,
No, I said that out
telepathy?
loud, looking at Dermot. Snitch.
Do they know about the jewel?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mentioned briefly, without much detail, that there was a pennant.
Okay.
I
Do they
didn't-
know it's on me?
I didn't say that.
Good.
I did ask you though, but unless they have some sort of magical powers that I'm not aware of that allows them to see into our brain thing.
Is there something like that?
Hello?
I am
It's no longer
unsure.
a safe place.
I am unsure what that crystal is. I have not been over here in some time.
Interesting.
May we go and inspect it with your permission?
So you walk in the temple.
Can I do an Arcana check on the red thing
What?
before
You
we
walked
enter?
in?
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are still standing outside the doors right now.
Well, we're in the bubble.
We're in the bubble.
You passed through the bubble and got up to the temple door and saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it? It's inside the temple.
Yes.
Ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the center of the.
Does it look like ruidium?
Smart.
That would be like an Arcana check, yeah.
Okay, so can I guidance myself, please?
I'll help you.
Can I just help? Okay.
Oh.
I'll just roll in.
Daruma also
Guidance.
has Arcana if he wants to.
I'll just help Daruma.
I rolled.
Guidance.
Hey, what the fuck is that?
Looks like ruidium to me.
I've helped you.
So I'm getting help, and
Yeah, help.
I'm guidancing myself.
Yes. You're giving him help. I'm guiding you.
13 was better.
That's a 4. Come on, baby.
17 plus 9, 26.
Damn.
I'll let him win this time.
Why'd you get?
21.
With the D4.
Yeah.
1. 21.
I got 19 plus 2.
Do you not have anything
yeah,
in Arcana?
that's an important point.
Well,
That
14 plus
that dome was actually keeping water out as well, so this is also an air pocket. Which you guys can
Oh, cool.
Could have just slept in here, guys.
So that means that I can walk normally now, right?
Well, we couldn't do it at the
Yes.
time.
Let's
You-
go.
Yes, you can move normally.
I don't-
while
I'm
you guys
not-
are in here.
No movement debuff. It's hard life having 10 feet of movement.
Why do you move so slow?
Because I have 25 feet of movement.
His movements have.
Oh, yeah.
It does appear to be ruidium, yes.
Do I know that with the 21?
Did you roll as well?
No, I
you
rolled
have,
time.
I got 26.
Both of you ascertain that it's ruidium, yeah.
I worry this might be the key.
That big red thing?
Hmm.
Are any of the objects on us that are ruidium glowing or doing anything?
You don't notice anything, no? You can look around to the rivals' items too.
Yeah.
Not.
Do we want to toss a ruidium item in there and maybe see if there's some sort of reaction?
I'll ask the ghost. Is it okay for me to walk? I'm assuming we're still outside the temple, but in the bubble. That is what I ascertain.
Yes, it is okay. I can take you in there.
Well, why don't you stay out here for a little bit? I'll walk in just to the threshold by myself, because I don't know if anything's gonna happen.
I think I would be better if I accompany you.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they probably know better.
Probably listen to the guy.
Yeah, probably listen to the priest in
Or,
his
or
own
we throw
temple.
Hennessy in there.
Will you allow me to go in first, just to make sure things are all right? You don't get.
That's something I would consider
Messed up.
bad.
She sort of looks around. I think it will be all right. The group of us should be okay to go in.
I'm concerned about the ruidium.
Yeah, I'd rather go in first.
I don't have
Did you say that
any
out loud or in your?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the axe.
Out loud,
So,
I'm
are
concerned
you-
about the ruidium.
You're aware of what this material is, of this strange crystal?
I show him.
I'm not sure what it is, but these items, and I'll hold up the ring that I'm even wearing, they give benefits. They allow me to breathe underwater and move more freely. But when used for their other abilities, they can also cause some sort of corruption. I'm worried that with such a concentrated piece of ruidium like that's in the temple, there'd be some sort of reaction to walking in, or if you're wearing the ruidium or not. I'm not sure, but it's not a material or anything that I fully trust.
I could go in. I don't have any ruidium on me.
I don't know that that's a good or bad thing.
I don't. Yeah, I just walk in.
Sacrificial rabbit worked last time. You know, so.
The rabbit doesn't have
yeah.
ruidium.
Well,
I'm worried about like people who have ruidium things on them.
I also
That it's gonna like.
have
fuck
a
us up.
robot that can give me some health. You know.
That's true.
That's true.
So
Well, I'm striding through the door.
You see, I forgot his name. Hatterai, I think, right?
Yeah.
Go in, begins falling behind you, but as soon as you cross that threshold, it says a sense of peace descends upon you all, and a vision fills your mind. An image comes into focus. Alexian is on his knees in this place, his head bent and his expression haggard. He looks old beyond his years, and he raises his gaze to the statue of Coralon. His eyes clear despite the exhaustion showing on his face. "Whatever it takes," he whispers, his voice filling the room. "Even if it costs my life and my soul, I will do what it takes to protect them." And then shortly after, you all come to, and if you'd like to continue with it, you can.
Did anything else happen?
I'd like to double check the jewel.
could you also say that in chat when you get a chance to, please?
Yes, I can.
Does it feel any different?
You sort of reach your hand there, it feels pretty much the same.
Does it look the same?
you still have nipples. You're okay.
Is
It
it-
looks the same, yeah.
Okay.
In a place like this, he's worried about losing his nipples.
It's essential to men. Is that what we're saying?
Essential.
Nothing's changed.
What are nipples?
You have them too. Unfortunately.
Gotta dig for the fur.
Oh yeah.
What, you just looking at?
In Discord.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did like the ruby's not glowing any brighter, or the stone?
How about the ruidium gear I have on, which is just the axe? Nothing.
So do we still feel at peace, or did that only happen when the vision? Or
Just for the vision, you kind of come out of it and you're back to normal.
In the vision, I know it doesn't directly say we didn't see that jewel in the vision.
You definitely wouldn't have, no.
And I'm gonna ask the party if they experienced that too. The other party. Did you guys get that? Seen it?
I did. Yes, and from all of them, yeah.
Was it the first time you guys have seen Elixir?
I believe so. Is that him?
Yes.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Boy, I'll help you.
can I also insight?
help with
Can I insight check as well?
Oh, yes, you may do it as well. But
Yes.
You can't help somebody with insight.
5.
Oh, might as well.
Oh, that was a good roll in the tray. That was a better roll in the tray.
That is a dirty 20.
15.
19.
Inside checking. Is this the first time you've seen Elixir?
I heard 19.
19.
Dirty 20.
15.
Well, you're not particularly sure, but the other three of you, yes, they seem to be being honest.
I do have a question. I guess you guys didn't really enter the conventional way, but did you experience like a weird curse or anything? Like a sound, someone speaking to you at any point? I'll ask the whole other.
Yeah, I did. I think I was able to resist it, but I did hear a voice in my head at one point. Irvin.
Sadly, I didn't resist it. And I got to do better. But I'm better now. Okay.
Are you sure?
Good. I don't know. I'm not sure. Good to know, though.
I don't think you're better. I think you're still pretty stupid.
You might be right.
Well, you can't be as dumb as me, so.
You might be right.
You have an applicable trade.
Okay, well,
I guess
I'm not going to,
Continue.
but if you guys want to go in.
I'd like to go investigate the ruidium.
Yeah, I'll walk in. Slowly, cautiously.
Could I get a vibe check on the room?
Oh yeah, can I make a perception check inside the room
Once
before I
you're
start?
inside, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll make a perception as well. Or I can help him because he probably has a bigger bonus.
I am staying out. I'm staying out.
Oh, staying outside.
Yes.
Okay, so you're at the doorway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless-
I'm walking in just behind Carver. I do have my sword and shield out.
Good.
Grib will go in as well. Are you going in?
Yeah.
The rivals will all go in.
I've got a 16.
Unless I feel like a higher power tells me I need to be in the room for stuff to happen, I'll stay out, My true.
I like Hatterai, so
You do not
Stay with me.
necessarily need to be in there.
Sounds good, thank you.
What? Are you going in, by the way?
yeah.
Okay, so everybody except Jerome. I guess a couple of the Wraith guards will stay outside. Like
Okay.
2 of them will post at the door, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was the perception?
Like
Or-
11.
16.
I didn't see anything.
The walls continue around as you expect. You don't see anything else from entering.
Is there like a hallway or anything?
It's
Or is
just
it just
a
this one
large,
room?
yeah, the large rectangular room. And then which of you said you wanted to approach the crystal?
I do.
Once you get about 10 feet away from it.
I'll be following him, by the way. Sword and shield at the ready.
Okay.
If I feel
Well,
anything,
you'll get there first.
Yeah,
Once
if
you
I-
get within 10 feet, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
yeah, as soon as that happens, as soon as I feel anything happening to me, I tell Darren to stop. Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. That's
You
gonna
might
be
have to
cursed.
stop.
I might be cursed. Yeah, that's a 5.
You get a +2 from me.
10. No.
We don't have any cards.
I gotta
you,
say this.
you immediately feel frightened of this crystal. You cannot walk any closer to it.
I can't. I walk out of the room. I just,
Your voice got higher.
yeah, nope. I just nope my way out.
What's up? Welcome back.
Nope.
Interesting.
That thing is scary.
I'll
Yeah,
ask,
I've never really been scared in my life, but that is the most frightening thing I've ever seen. I don't want to go back in there.
I will walk forward.
Okay, I need you to make the saving throw as well.
Could I have tapped him on the... Nope, never mind.
24.
Damn.
24?
Yeah.
That will be a success. You are not frightened, but hang on.
Oh jeez.
You know
Another one.
Another curse.
no effects
Another one.
from that specific thing.
Does anything happen to me? I don't want to be cursed. What's that?
Slow drip.
Hey, join the club. It's fun.
Slow drip.
0 to 1. I'm gonna ask the nearest
Um,
person.
and you can make it all the way up to the crystal.
Okay. Does it seem weird in any way besides being scary?
Would you like to investigate it?
Sure.
Uh,
Does that involve touching it?
I will send...
I was about to ask. Would you like?
I don't want to touch it just yet.
Don't roll.
Okay.
I will send... Oh no, I can't. I'm not high enough level to cast spells through my familiar. Never mind. I was going to give him guidance with bite size, but I cannot do that.
Okay.
It's a higher level skill.
I will perceive
I touch
before I do
spell.
anything else.
All right, you can walk
Those are
around
fine
it.
familiar.
Take
These
it
are
off.
different.
14.
I don't know what level you can do that at.
He has a different familiar thing.
It's 4 or 5. Well, mine is
You
like...
don't
oh,
really notice
bite
any
size.
additional information about
It's
it.
druid shit.
What did you roll?
14. I will kind of go to the group and say, it seems to have some sort of aura of frightening. Some, obviously it affected Carver, or he's just a wimp, one of the two. I am going to attempt to touch the ruidium. I'm not sure what will happen when I do so.
Do I get to make
Please
Check
be
your-
aware that I'm doing that and be ready to pull me out or deal with me.
It lasts until you leave the temple. So once you walked out and talked to Daruma and started expressing your fear, it started to feel better.
No, I don't feel. I don't feel
Vents a
that
little bit.
afraid anymore.
Hmm.
I think.
Do you want to come back in and
Yeah, I have my
just
wild
stay
card
outside
spirit.
stay outside of this aura? It looks like it's about 10 feet. I will. So I've walked all the way around it. Then I got a 14. Did I really see anything?
Not any additional.
All right, I will try and touch it.
If before you touch it, if I accidentally kill you, do you want to be brought back?
No.
Hold on, sounds good.
Wait.
What kind of brought back? Like revivify or like necromancy?
Whatever it takes.
Necromancy, no. Revivify, sure. I can't remember if that's something that you have access to, but
I don't.
I think
if you bring me back, I will kill you or myself. All right.
Watch my Wi-Fi.
Are you
Can
back
I?
up there?
I will cast protection from good and evil
That is funny.
on
which would protect him against.
Till the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll work.
Let me look
but-
at my moves.
So you're not coming back. And I will send. I will send a bite size to be on his shoulder, which is he's just a flame thing.
Cool. I will bless myself as well. I will also bless. Is it a touch thing? No, it's not. I will also bless anyone within 30 feet of me. I don't know who else is within 30 feet.
Me and my little boy.
You. Sure. Is it? I don't
What
know
is
how
his
big
own
it
size?
is.
I'm wherever Hatterai is.
Hatterai would be standing like probably about 5 to 10 feet inside.
Yeah.
When I ask a question, when I get a chance.
Good luck.
Io and Dermot will approach like probably 5 to 10 feet behind Carver if you want.
I won't bless them.
Yeah, that's probably the only other people in range. But yeah.
I'll bless Io.
Nice, nice.
So
As long as she knows it's me.
yes, she can see you casting the spell.
You're like, you've been blessed. Bless on. Man, casting
No
divine
longer willing. No, I'm kidding.
casting divine magic from another god in another god's temple. I just realized that.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I'll say, well, hopefully I don't die. Death is a natural part of life, although it's not something that I wanted to experience quite so soon, and I will touch it.
As he goes to do that, Bite Size will hold an action for anything untoward to happen, like start to happen. He'll hold his action to teleport Theron 15 feet away from the thing.
All that happens is he stays standing, but he goes a little bit limp and just closes his eyes, similar to. Well, I guess you haven't actually seen none of you have seen each other go into visions, but this is
all just
about
had
what you expect it to be. Yeah.
Profound visions. And
Yeah.
none of us have seen each other go.
Yes, but now you do see that. Yeah. So it's not really like nothing bad happens.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I immediately
yes,
touch
you
it.
immediately
and go,
enter vision. Yes. A wash of light engulfs you, as does the sensation of traveling at great speed. You are going down faster than you thought possible, as sharp pain blooms above your breastbone. You keep plummeting, the light diminishes and then goes out. Suddenly, you are looking down upon Elixion as he floats in the blackness. His expression is one of slowly growing horror. He stretches his arm up to you, as though begging you to take his hand and save him. When you permit me to leave, he says, I can't do it myself. You must. You will. And then, as the vision ends, and you begin to come to, the Viridian crystal that you just touched lets out a loud hiss just before it cracks and explodes. So
Can you send the vision in the chat though?
I will, yes.
Cool.
Does
Or say it again so I can take notes.
Does my little boy get his
put it-
teleport off before that happens?
It can immediately after, but because it doesn't really.
Is there a save involved?
Yes, it doesn't really matter. It affects the person who touched it.
We'll see.
So
I get more boosts because because it's targeting me. Yeah.
So creatures who did not experience that vision see the red crystal flare with light as it shatters, and then for a moment a translucent image of Alexian, his face stern and impatient, appears in the center of the temple, and then it disappears and all is quiet once more. But as it shattered, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving
Yes.
throw.
Nice.
Your alignment's about to switch.
Oh, thinking for position.
Oh no.
I don't think.
Oh no.
Oof. 17. Oh, I get a D4.
Bless.
That is
19.
Insta death.
19.
Mm-hmm.
That is a success. You will take half of the 60-10 psychic damage after roll.
Okay.
Holy Jesus.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no additional effects.
I would have died.
But you will be taking this damage. But
I'm cursed too, right?
no, you actually lose the curse you had, and the Jewel of Three Prayers transforms into its exalted state.
Oh,
As you gain the blessing of Coralon, the Archart.
Woo! By taking 6d10 psychic damage.
You know, funnily enough, not that big of a deal to me. Because I'm all healed up. I spent hit dice.
That's true.
So,
Oh, you take half of 6d10.
yes.
That's fine.
Your AC goes up by 1, you get more.
My AC goes up. That's amazing.
We're getting married.
26.
Who's getting married?
Me.
And I.
To my AC.
We also get a swims people who are near you. That's amazing.
16,
It's
28,
the exalted form of it.
34,
You don't even
40,
need that ring anymore.
41
No, I'm
have
probably going to be taken off.
41 have to 20. Roll pretty decent.
Not even that bad.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty decent, actually.
Do you want ring?
So do
So
I.
there's like a glow from within your
So I touch it, explodes.
armor for
Yeah.
a moment, yeah.
And then
That was psychic
You
damage,
appear
right?
Yeah, and then
feet
you,
away.
yeah, and then you teleport
I
back.
teleport. Little leg, Carver.
Sorry, man. I told him to do something. If something untoward happened, and
My head hurts. Ugh.
Which bleeding? Did you take a short rest, or what did you see?
Ugh. I saw
You don't have to say anything.
a wash of light engulfed me, as did the sensation of traveling at a great speed. I was going down faster than I thought possible as a sharp pain bloomed in my breastbone. I kept plummeting.
you said breasts.
The light diminished and then went out, but then suddenly I was looking down upon
A broken
Alexian.
John.
As he floated in the blackness, his expression was one of slowly growing horror. He stretched an arm up to me as though begging me to take his hand and save him. He said, "When you see me, permit me to leave. I can't do it myself. You must, you will." And then I got smashed in the brain with a crystal and then teleported 15 feet away.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I cast Cure Wounds. You get 8 points of healing.
Thank you.
I also pick a card.
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
Nice. I'm gonna ask, how do I... So, have you seen anything like that before in this place?
No, I
Oh.
haven't seen anything like that.
Goodbye, Dust.
But
Do you know what happened?
it seems,
found it with my foot.
not exactly.
Luckily, not while standing on
Do
it.
you know why it happened?
I'm unsure, but I appreciate that the temple has been somewhat cleansed from that corruption.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
all
feel
the
different
temples
now?
and shit. disappear when the crystal disappears?
Don't like disappear, but the like power seems to have dwindled. There's no like radius of fear or anything like that anymore.
So do you feel any different? Do you?
No, not particularly.
Do you feel fulfilled?
I don't feel particularly unfulfilled.
You know what? That's a good answer.
I think we're right back where we started, guys.
So
In our brain.
are we gonna tell this guy? This is brain speak. Are we gonna tell this guy that we gotta kill him? I guess that's their job. But
I mean, I feel like he led us to where the Raven Queen wants us to go. So, in a way, he's aiding us.
true.
Io and Dermot begin approaching Carver and Theron.
I do a quick insight check to just make sure that Adderai's like still legit.
Chilling.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I don't think he isn't, but you know, the dice will reveal
Can we
things
see
that I
the
don't believe.
Can we see the rift from here?
That was out of the frame.
Not
That's
from
fine.
within the temple, no.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you
14.
do this first. Seems chill, and his demeanor did not seem to change from that.
Does he seem surprised or
Oh,
anything?
well, yeah, surprised
Okay, so-
that happened, but
He's
his like,
feeling normal emotions
Yeah.
after he just watched something of
Yeah.
that magnitude. Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
His friend Elixian book.
What's up, Io?
What did you see when that happened?
Well,
what was
I
that
know.
glow within your?
I think she
A
heard
wash
us
of
say-
light engulfed me.
You do the whole thing.
I think they heard that.
Now you gotta
I wasn't quiet. I said it out loud the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hype it up.
Okay, then shoot yourself.
It's
Yeah.
a woman you're talking to. You gotta hype it up. It was like a tragic.
It was
near-death.
incredible. I barely survived. It was only because I was so amazing that it. I couldn't say that. The crystal exploded and I was hurt, but I'm fine.
Is this what you've been doing all of this traveling for to help Elixian?
Yes.
We hear in our heads. Yes.
Yes.
That is why we're here.
That was what we saw when at the competition in that one city.
Jigal.
In Jigao.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. That is.
Too long.
We then again found something in Bazazan. And then that is why we have been seeking this city.
Yeah, why are
And the
you so
rift.
interested in? You just want ruidium gear? Is that
Oh,
it?
I honestly felt there might be something more to it, and this sort of seems like it.
What was your original goal?
For the most part, really was just seeing where the path took us.
Insight check.
Go for it.
No, this one.
That was
That's a 5.
very wild.
Yeah, I will
You
say
were unsure.
we weren't sure how dangerous this would be or what your reaction to it would be, so we decided to withhold certain information to keep you safe and to make sure that we would be safe as well.
We were just using our faction as a stepping stone to get here. But it seemed like for a little bit you guys are pretty well in your your
I will now
faction.
deattune the ring and take it off, and I will give it back to you.
It's
I no
pretty
longer
much
need it.
the same for us. We're not incredibly tied to the consortium.
I think that was all we were worried about.
Well,
So
I will say this. I'll pull it out now. Like they know I have it now. I'll pull out the exalted Jewel of Three Prayers. It is more powerful now. I can, if you are within 30 feet of me, you will be able to move at normal pace underwater and breathe underwater.
That would be greatly appreciated.
So-
In my old age, my movement does not get any faster.
Yes, hopefully this will be helpful. I can also take the heat off of someone in combat, so hopefully that will be helpful.
It's pretty good. So, what's our next move here?
Well, if neither of us are tied to our factions very much, do we need to wait to go
I
into the
don't-
rift?
Well,
We have the supposed key, and we have
I
that now.
I need to talk to... Oh my god, I'm so bad with names in real life. Hadorai. There's a matter I need to attend to first, and I need to pray, preferably not in the temple of another god.
Alright.
So I need to go do that for however long it takes to commune with the Raven Queen.
Or
I don't know how
like
long
the
that
commune
would be.
spell, or
No, just to pray.
Just to pray. Okay.
See
Yeah,
if I
you
can
can
get some
step outside.
guidance. Yeah.
Do you still want to be within the bubble, or do you want to go back
No,
out
I'll
into
go
the
outside. I
water?
don't need it now. I'll go
Okay.
in the water, and I will pray to the Raven Queen on guidance on this matter because they did help us, but also undead equal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say, I guess, make a religion check with
Yeah.
advantage as your prayer.
Cool.
I tapped you on the butt before you left and gave you guidance.
Sure.
Pray extra good, but
Jeez.
Oh my god!
We'll do it at the end of the session just to make it easy on you guys, but as the Jewel of Three Prayers enters its exalted state, you guys level up to 10.
Oh
wow,
wow. Hell yeah.
big surprise.
Oh my god!
Religion check. 13.
I could spells.
What could you find?
Yeah, with the D4.
You don't have a
Oh my god. Huh?
You don't have a weird. No, you
don't
don't
know
have
what
an
I'm
advantage.
Mm-mm. I mean, I could use the card.
Use the card.
Do you think we're about to take a rest?
Use the card.
Alright, fuck it. Using the card.
Just fucking 2.
14.
John, can you...
Got
Hey, you picked
Can you take the 2s out? That's all we've been getting, John.
You picked...
And it's not a 2, it's a 1, because it's an ability check.
Yeah,
So you cut it in half.
13 to 14.
Still a 50.
It's, I was already going to count it as a success.
It feels so good to get those twos, doesn't it?
I hate it here.
It's just, it's RNG. That's
Luck
how
of
it
the
goes.
draw, yeah.
I will also lay my hands on myself and heal myself back
That
up to
works.
full.
Why is he touching himself while he's praying?
Because you gotta release the...
I will say,
open the pores.
Gotta open the board. Full body massage.
Raven Queen, hear my call!
No.
Scarred.
well, we will say
Scarred
that
for life.
she does not see... well, yes, this is typically something that
Freaking rolling the R into.
she wouldn't
Raven
want to
Queen.
have necessarily be going on.
I can't, man. I
With the
can't
purpose
do
they're serving and how they helped you guys accomplish or sort of go towards another prime deity's goals.
Mm.
She's alright, yeah.
I'm...
Can you ask her how she feels about Grumsh?
You already know that she would like
Yeah.
Grumsh.
You don't need to ask. She hates him.
She-
He betrayed her
Oh, right, he's
or something like that. He's a betrayer god. I guess what I'm praying for is so guidance on the matter.
It's
but
okay.
also,
It's okay that this is their final resting place, or
okay,
something
because they're
similar.
serving a different god. Okay, cool.
That works.
I will return however long that took later.
Just a few minutes, probably.
How do you feel?
Better. Guided. I think that we can leave without any further conflict.
Told you. Squire approach works every time.
So what's our direction then? If you've received
I'm gonna
guidance?
send a prayer to the Raven Queen of just restraint.
all square here. If Hatterai would allow it, if we really want to like delve into this rift, if that's our consensus, I don't know if going back up to the surface would be a productive thing. There's a nice little air pocket. We don't have to worry about drowning underwater, especially if we got.
We've only been here like less than an hour for sure.
That's true.
Still got plenty of time. I mean, the day is still young.
Yeah, but some of us have used some things that,
Well, I'm not saying I'm worn down, but
a little exhausted from that cure wounds.
Hatterai overhears you a little bit and begins walking up. I wouldn't mind if you rested just outside the temple. And it's all we'll do after this is just return to that tower.
All right. Just the insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know. I trust this guy, but I don't know.
That's a 19.
nice.
Yeah, he seems like he's being honest.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
We may leave and return to the tower in the meantime, but the last piece of advice that I'll give you is to, if you are heading over to that rift, be careful in that kelp forest along the way. There's a strange creature I've seen lurking about there. Don't know too much about it, but
Was it like a big
it did seem
jellyfish
fairly large.
looking
No,
thing?
not particularly jellyfish-like. No.
Was it a shark? Did it have a big fin?
A bit hard to describe. From what I saw, it doesn't look.
Did I see
It
it?
didn't look like one type of sea creature necessarily. You did see some. You also didn't get many details, but you did also see something looming, like roaming around in the kelp forest. I didn't get a very good look at it. Given he doesn't have eagle eyes like you, so you saw it, but he was. Yeah.
What was that creature before we fought the jellyfish that the party said they hoped we didn't encounter?
The other party said. That
Yeah.
Because they got roughed up by something.
What did they lose their arm
Oh.
to?
Irvin. Let me find that. Talking about Irvin losing his arm, right?
Yeah.
Are we good to level up or should we
A
do that?
slithering blood fin. We can do it after the session.
Can I?
But that is not the same creature.
Okay.
A different area.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You can ask Irvin and he'll say, yeah, it was not in the kelp forest. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we should avoid the kelp forest.
Why are we avoiding the kelp forest? Sorry, I was busy studying my new jewel.
There's a pretty mean-looking creature in there.
I saw a glimpse of it. Didn't look great.
Okay.
I think we could skirt.
Yeah, you'll.
I think we could skirt
The,
close enough to
the
make it
entrance
so-
is relatively close to the kelp forest, but you could go the opposite way around and only be by the kelp forest for like a couple rounds. But
Okay. Fair enough. So do we just want to go straight there, or try and get a? Do you guys need to sleep? Maybe a good night's rest before we go into the rift is up to you. It's kind of a nice time.
I think we'd be okay either way. Just at least something, a short rest would be nice.
I'm fine either way. Oh, question. So the Jewel of Three Prayers got 7
We get all
charges now instead of 5.
Not used to.
You can just gain those two.
Gain those
charges.
two.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
I don't
fine.
have
That's
any of
fine.
my
I'll
index.
just say yeah.
I figured. I just wanted to double check.
So I'd get. Is it half rounded up or down?
For
Hit dice that we get back after a long rest.
you get. Oh, I actually don't know. but it'll be in even numbers since you're level 10. So
Like it would be down though.
level up and then long rest. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll take care of that when and if we long rest.
Yeah, I was gonna, if you guys want to try and camp out just outside the temple.
I'm good either way. I'm honestly still full up for the most part.
I think
Nice.
it'd be a good time to
Are you saying
Cook some food.
out of the temple but still within the bubble?
I'm
Yes.
good either way.
Okay.
well, let's just do it. You know?
We'll rest in the
Might be-
temple.
Might be the last time we get a good night's rest for a while.
Take out.
That was had
Piece
a
of
nice
line.
request. Yeah.
I'm gonna telepathically ask Otis, do you have prestidigitation?
Yes, I do.
Can you clean this seashell for me?
I
Make
make
it
it polish it.
Yeah.
Make it okay. Sure, I'll take it and I will make it the best looking seashell you've ever seen in your life. This
Hell
thing
yeah.
is, like physically sparkling.
Good.
Do you want some of these teeth that we got from the shark?
I'm good. Thank
I'll
you.
also, if I
I actually
can,
don't know.
I don't. It's a cantrip. It's a flavor. I'm gonna make it smell slightly like roses.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
If it, I mean, if
Underwater too? Wow.
If the seashell doesn't
We're not
work,
water, no.
you could just give her some teeth.
Well, I don't know. I feel like that's either gonna go really well
here's some
or
teeth.
really poorly. I already have shark teeth.
You do?
Yeah.
Here's some more.
Fine. How many are you giving me?
4.
Okay, now I have 9.
I give
Can you
5.
prestidigitate these two?
What are these?
Carver wanted to give me some shark teeth.
What are those?
Of course. I'll clean them up, make them look really nice.
I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with them. But
Shark
I
teeth.
can.
Seashell necklace. Or
she's a warrior.
or a headband of shark teeth.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, something I would wear.
I'm gonna walk away.
I take out a piece of line with a hook on it and I throw it outside the bubble.
You're fishing.
I'm fishing it outside the bubble.
It like floats
Survival
above
check.
you.
I slap him on the butt. Guidance.
Yeah. Survival?
Maybe I can even help
So
him
are
at
you
that
guys
point now.
thinking no rest, short rest, long rest?
I think I'm
Good
all
long rest.
Okay.
That's our last final rest before.
Hey, that's a
Enter.
26.
Nice.
You were able to get food for everybody.
Hey, sweet.
I'm gonna go up to Io.
Bonfire. Start cooking.
So, what class is Io? Or like, do I
Start
know?
getting
I feel like I would know
drinks.
at this point. I think it's just
Yeah,
roll
they're
things.
so. Well, they have
And then
classes,
bar,
but
martinis and stuff.
their abilities aren't like exactly representative of that. They still have more like monster stat blocks, but
Yes, I'm aware.
she counts as a ranger.
As a ranger.
Water Genasi ranger. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
That's a ranger, okay.
Do you want to know the rest of them?
No, she's the only one I care about, John.
Thank you for playing the part.
Yes.
I don't want to approach this. How does Theron want to approach this? Because Theron's kind of dumb.
I tap you on the butt and give you guidance.
I'm not sure there's going to be many checks involved.
Just fail off.
Yeah, I think it's
Dexterity saving throw as she comes to smack you across the face.
I'll get a +2 because it targets only me.
Oh god.
So while we're all getting ready for camp, I've prestidigitated my shark teeth and
Should we wait
Oh, you-
to give her a plate of food along with it? Maybe it'll soften the blow.
good idea.
Okay, I make.
We can
yeah,
make a dinner for him and her.
oh shit! I start making like a real nice setup.
I'm
for
making
you
my
guys.
drinks and stuff and pouring stuff. This is gonna be great.
Some like broken shit around, like broken bricks and stuff. So I like set up a nice little like flat rock.
No,
as a
not
table.
too flashy. Not too flashy. I have a plan.
Okay.
Just give me 2 plates of food.
Here we go.
Okay. I will walk
Drinks to go
over.
with it.
Alright, here we go.
All right, John.
Get ready to be flirted with, John. It's happening.
Get ready for Will to attempt to roleplay flirting.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
For real.
No,
The
it's just,
DM must make it.
Yeah, make a
see,
wisdom
here's
saving
the
throw.
problem. I'm not good at flirting in real life, and Theron is notably worse. So this is gonna be a time.
I might have the
Now, John, I know that you're really good at flirting, so I'm gonna need you. I need you to make sure that I don't fall in love with you IRL. Okay, so you gotta
Tone it
tone
down,
it
John.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the wisdom
Okay.
save that you have.
Okay, yeah.
Carver's taking notes.
Carver's taking notes.
No.
Okay.
All right, so
Side-eye.
Theron is going to walk over to Io, okay, with both plates of food, and hand one to her.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I don't know much about, really much of anything. So, sorry.
It's me laughing, not I.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm just dying.
I don't have a lot of thoughts in my brain.
What a way to start.
It's so good.
I got John.
Walk up, hand her a plate of food. I don't know.
But, so, what,
This staying in.
where are you from? What is,
Man.
what, yeah, where are you from?
Sitting here just
Let
watching.
the DM recover and check that at the same time.
You're welcome.
She's like Massachusetts.
I don't have many thoughts.
Never
in
heard
my
of
brain.
Massachusetts.
Great.
I figured that'd be a pretty good opening line for
You
Darren.
still have protection from good and evil on you, so
I also have
He's gotta
bless,
protect
so if I
himself,
need to make
so-
any, it's actually
Bless is a minute.
it's a minute, and I have to be concentrating, and I don't think I can concentrate on much of anything
Where
right
this
now.
journey started was actually my home, Jagao.
Cow. What's the culture like there? Just besides, obviously, the competition that you were very good at.
Thank you.
John's dying. It's amazing. We don't have to roleplay it sentence by sentence, John. You can just have me make a couple of checks and just go from there.
who's your mother?
How much do you weigh?
Yeah, they're in. Does that armor add any weight?
Well, you see, what he's trying to feel out is the seashell a good gift, or is the shark teeth a good gift? Because I feel like it's going to be one or the other, and picking the wrong one is a disaster.
Would you prefer to fast forward?
I'm
to
asking
this whole time?
you, John.
I'm gonna
I can do
I'm
as
gonna have to dig for a lot of information though.
we can just
We
pass
don't have to
through.
roleplay you guys banging, but
But she will tell you a little bit about Jagao.
All right.
I'll just say that.
I'm trying to suss out.
Yeah.
not an only
Seashell, shark teeth, both. Okay.
Do you want to make an insight
I'm-
check for that? Sure,
You're
go
the DM.
go for it.
Help me out, Chief. All right. I suppose I can get advantage because I'm asking you very pointed questions.
You have guidance,
I do have guidance.
You do have
D4.
guidance.
I got smacked on the butt.
and if you're still, you said it was lasted a minute, and you probably couldn't concentrate. Never mind. You don't have bless it.
No, it lasted a minute, and I have
Bless isn't ability
prayed
checks either,
since
yeah.
that true.
The nerves are getting to him as well.
Heroism is ability. Okay. There is one for
I think it's
ability
just
checks, but I
guidance,
didn't
but
cast
yeah.
this.
Enhance ability.
Let's do
Yes,
this.
enhance ability.
This is insight.
Yes.
Roll a natural fucking 20.
I did not,
Oh.
but I didn't roll poorly. I rolled a 19.
Hey.
You figure she would like the seashell better.
Hell yeah.
But shark teeth might be a little strange, but she'd probably be okay with it.
Hell yeah.
He's
Even
into
But
the weird
I
stuff.
will,
Let's
I
go.
will give you a card to flirt better.
card to alert better.
That
Only
was a
to-
two.
only
Alright,
to be-
put it back.
Oh,
Put it back.
okay.
That's a two.
This one's a 2.
Only to be used
Wait.
during this conversation.
No, the
That
one
one
to the
feels
left.
better. That one feels better.
No, the one to the left. Yes.
This one?
Can you see what that one is, John? And
Yeah,
tell
can
me
you
after
please
the
split
session?
Can you just tell us what it is, because I'm not going with it.
Let's go.
That was the same 2 we just had.
I swear.
You're
Oh
like,
my god.
if this one's also a 2, I'm gonna come close.
That one's on me, dude.
All right.
This one's also a two.
So what's this one?
You look like what's the meme with Sully? No, with the Monster Inc. Sully needs to go on.
All right. So
Yes, you think the seashell would be better.
I've included
all right.
everything.
So yeah. So I'm just gonna So we're eating. We're just going through. We're having a nice conversation. I've somehow figured out that seashell is a better route to go, but that the shark teeth would also work.
Do you think they're gonna kiss?
It'd be a harder sell. The
Be a
seashell
harder
would be pretty
sell.
easy.
Yeah. So.
They look really horny, but like.
All right. How do I want to do
Looks like he's
this?
about to cry.
All right. So. All right.
We got the peanut gallery.
Yeah. So are we still telepathically linked? That's the big question.
Probably not.
How
Your
long does
voice
it
in the back of
last?
your head.
I rolled like 2 sessions ago, so it was I think a 2.
I want to say it was 6.
I thought
you got the max.
6 was the original one before that. So it wasn't a 6 the last time, as far as I remember.
I will just. We
You
don't
want me to
remember,
re-roll?
so yeah, just go ahead and re-roll, and then.
5.
And you guys haven't actually started resting yet, so yeah, I'll say it would still be up.
This is exactly what he wanted to
All right. There's gonna be a quick phone a friend.
Go for it.
Should I come on a little bit stronger? Or should I just stop now? Stop while I'm ahead.
Is
You
it
have
just-
a
Only to him.
You're like,
Only.
fuck you guys.
I can hear them snickering.
Yeah, you see Otis and Carver like 60 feet
Gossiping
away.
like
Just
squirrels.
I'm just cooking and drinking
Okay.
for shit.
As someone who has way more experience than you, I would just give her the seashell, tell her you saw it, and you thought of her.
Okay, that was what I was gonna go with anyway.
It's maybe hit with it like it's beautiful like you are, and then just.
Damn, are you
awkwardly
reading?
stare
Are
at
you reading my mind right now? That was what I was gonna say.
I think we're on a whole nother level, and I want to see what she says to that.
Yeah.
Like, do you think she'll laugh? Like,
I
or
think
do you
she'll
feel-
laugh really awkwardly
Okay.
for like several minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
And then look away, and then he'll ask for a DC. Okay. Okay. All right. So I will. Yeah. So as we're eating, we're talking. I will pull out the seashell, and I will say, I saw this earlier, and it made me think about you. It was very beautiful, and so are you.
Hand it to her.
Yeah, I'll hand it
Okay,
to her.
she takes it.
Let me roll, John. I have the card.
Tell her to smell it.
Here,
I'm actually
I'm not saying you shouldn't smell it. Not saying you should or shouldn't, but if you do, I think it might smell like roses.
Thank you.
I'm not really
That's
sure.
Very nice.
you gotta kiss the girl.
That's very nice. I don't know. Let me roll, John.
Roll.
I want to know what my card is, and I said it has to be for this conversation. Because here's the
Oh,
thing,
do you
John.
just want
Theron's
like
about to just jet.
Do you
He's
just-
just gonna
do you just-
awkwardly
You
just
just
leave.
want like
Here.
the rest of the conversation check?
Sure.
Okay.
Because he's like, depending on how her reaction is, he's either just gonna jet or he's gonna stay.
We'll say
Just runs into the water.
persuasion or performance.
Ask her if she wants to eat dinner with you another time after this.
Oh, okay.
Then do your
Okay,
roll.
good idea. Would you like to eat dinner another time?
Come on.
The hand motion was what Theron did. Alright, I'm rolling. It's gonna be persuasion, because I think that, persuasion for me
You
is a
no
lot
longer
better.
have guidance.
Just saying, if I was
But you
deceiving
can
in any way,
have-
I would get
You
advantage.
can have advantage.
Okay, cool.
Let's roll.
Hey!
It's gonna be advantage with that card, so let's see how this goes.
It's 2. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Just
Flip
the card.
What does IO do, John?
Jeremy's just gonna turn away. He's like, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, sorry, DC was 35. Okay.
Her DC was 40.
It was a legendary check.
She legendary resistance.
I just like to say that is the max that I could have done.
No,
Unless
I
got it. Yeah. No, that max can still not get it. That's life.
You know who picked that card?
You know?
Hey, it was me.
Yeah. You know what?
I feel good.
Oh, it was you.
I feel good.
Yeah, you know that was the dinner. That was help bringing the dinner over.
I got you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Win-win.
What is Isla's reaction to a second date? Well, I guess.
Had a twist, man.
Hey, you know, it's about how it happened with Angie. She was like, yeah, fine. She might tell it differently, but I was there.
Sad.
For our friend's sake, I think we should see this through, but I'd be happy to.
Let's go! 21 sessions!
We deserve this level.
Of us constantly
That's
being
the
like,
level up right there.
Gosh,
gonna
yes,
talk to-
that's the level.
You gonna talk to Io? You gonna do that? You gonna talk to Io? Io might like that. We're just like session after session of just us like pummeling it into your
Yeah,
brain.
you guys can.
finally.
No, it was like, I think it was last session where I was like, it seems like everyone at the table besides John really thinks this is funny, so I might as well
you guys
just do it.
continue the conversation after that as much as you would like up,
Oh, yeah.
up until the rest itself.
I bring
You
over-
know what? We
I-
don't get
unless
along
you wanna
rest.
do
We
it.
spend all night. I'm just kidding. That would be...
You only need 4 hours of sleep, brother. So
I do only need 4 hours of sleep. There you go.
There's a whole other 4 hours you could be doing. Other
Yep.
well,
She'll,
like
she'll
4
stay
hours.
up an extra 2 hours and get the 6.
Hell yeah, fair enough.
Nice.
I'll
I
go.
will
Hey,
then retreat.
hey Meg, you and
respectfully.
me?
3.
I just had to use the card.
What does Maggie
you
do?
actually go?
No, I just wanted to flip the card.
Timing.
All right, Dermot. Here we go.
21 sessions
Wait,
of rejection.
Dermot is the only other goblin, right? Or was that?
Hey, look, it mirrors real life. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's the
saying.
goblin.
You gotta
So-
sometimes grind.
God.
Yeah.
Me, Dermot, and Craig.
Literally and figuratively.
Y'all serious? Looking kind of
I just
cute,
wasn't
guess.
expecting. Are we all pairing off now?
What was in the
We're
air?
wrong.
Or
I go get-
something is.
I go get one of the ghosts.
Might not be love.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, that caught me off guard.
Yeah, I was not ready.
Central
is,
20.
that all the cards that are out?
What a time to roll a nat 20.
I rolled,
Yes,
you know what's
I
awesome?
know,
I had
that was-
advantage. It was a 20 and an 18.
That was too good.
Oh my god.
So up until the point that they stop talking, I'm just gonna be bringing them drinks and things, being full on.
That would mean that you wouldn't get a full long rest. Well, no, because
Well, she
You
leaves
can
after.
be
Yeah,
the
she
waiter
leaves.
until everybody
Yeah.
goes to bed. That's fine.
yeah,
I mean, I'm just going around giving everybody
Yeah.
drinks.
I'll come back and be like, I gotta find a frond or a fern.
Just, the show was good enough.
Okay, the shark teeth then.
No.
No,
She might remember that arm being bitten off.
I don't know. Well, I got the feeling she was a little, like, kind of, almost, maybe, possibly into it. I don't know. Not into the arm biting off, but like the shark teeth themselves.
You did good. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, I know.
But, yes, as you guys all begin resting, you will level up to level 10. Do we want to roll real quick now?
Yeah,
Do you guys
sure.
know what levels you're doing? Or do you want time to think?
I think I'm just gonna take another level.
We can pause for
But
a
I
second.
haven't really.
We can pause for a second.
Yeah, let me
I'm
double
So
check.
I'm totally good with doing it at the beginning of the next session.
Let's do beginning of next session.
That works.
Before
You
we
can
long
do-
rest, though.
Oh, yeah, I get a feat.
Be
Yeah.
easier for overlays though. I mean,
I mean, do we want to?
I don't want to push anybody, but
we can
it would
roll-
be easier for it to be for
Yeah,
Good
I'm
if we
just
hit
gonna
one
do
for
another
one,
fire.
but
Unless you don't know what level.
I can roll a
Or
D8. I'm
class.
pretty sure I'm taking a D8 no matter what. So
Okay.
I just don't
if
know.
not, we can re-roll at the beginning of
Fair.
the next session.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay.
I think I'm gonna take another level on fighters, so I'll just roll a d10.
I must
Alright.
take another level
We'll
in.
start over here since you're ready to go.
Before we go to bed, though, I'm gonna cast Find Steve.
Okay.
Can I make? I'll send you the stat block, but I'm gonna try for now to make a giant sea eel.
If it fits the typical
It's half
CR, I'm good with it. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Its
mean,
name
I'll
is Sinker.
still send it. But
Nice.
still send
Hook,
it.
line,
Yes,
and.
Okay.
Hook, line, and eel.
We get to reroll ones, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
It was all of those good rolls.
Reroll
Yeah.
ones. Yes.
5
Ooh,
for a total of 6.
Nice.
I'm now at 82.
pretty sure I'm taking a D8. So.
Ooh.
D12. I went barbarian.
Not paladin.
No.
You missed the dice trick.
8.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Isn't our proficiency?
Another
bonus
level
still-
in wizard.
9.
2.
3.
So you should be at +4. Yeah.
I broke 100.
3.
Do you take wizard level?
Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's
Go.
right on the halfway point.
Who broke 100 with me?
Nope.
Maybe in like 15 levels.
I broke 100.
100? Damn nice.
I'm at
Dang.
102.
Yes, you guys all.
Before we go to bed, I want to cast Summon Greater Demon into the
Into
the shield
with
guardian.
What trigger?
The trigger will be the next time we roll initiative.
The next time you roll initiative. Okay.
Yes, next time we roll initiative, place the demon of my choosing in a place of my choosing.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, you'll still get to choose the parameters
Yes.
on the cast. Yeah, you just need to declare the trigger
Okay.
or triggers.
Well then, trigger is rolling initiative next time.
Sounds good.
Casting that.
But yeah, as you guys all fall asleep, if some of you would like to take watches, you could. But in this bubble, it goes relatively fine because it's in most of the dangers are in the water.
Oh, I'll attune to the ring and the great axe.
They actually don't stop you because they trust that that's where you you guys are planning to go next. So
Thanks.
I will say, Carver, you do notice with your observant feet and your eyes of the eagle, you noticed Io glancing at Theron a couple times
Hell
before
yeah.
she goes to sleep.
And I just go, hey Theron. Hey buddy,
I'm trying to meditate.
you did good, dude.
I know.
She's checking you out.
I rolled a 32.
And for the next day,
What does that mean?
each of you take one.
All right, you get to call mine or something. I don't know.
You're gonna take.
Because whenever I grab one, it's a 2.
You're gonna take that one.
Okay, this one right here.
I'm gonna take this one. Not this one's a 2, right?
Wait, how did you feel about that one? Was it okay?
All right.
I can only sense 2s.
Yeah, fair enough.
That we'll be back next time. Maybe going into the Netherdeep. Who knows?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
All right. We'll
Sorry.
See, we will. See
I
you
cannot-
later. Oh,
I cannot attune to the, because I have too many attunement items.
we can figure that out. So,
So
yeah.
if someone else wants that ring, they can have it.
I don't
Thanks
want
for watching. See you next time.